Well, hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? A very, very happy Tuesday to you. A very happy New Year's Eve to you if you are in the future. And I know we got some of our wonderful, wonderful future people here today to help us celebrate the end of another year. Well, again, I don't know where the heck 2025 went. I have no idea where the heck it went. It's crazy to think that we've got another year of Rusty Champaign in the books. It's nuts. It's been a blur. So many things have happened this year, just with the channel and in personal life. It has been a crazy, crazy year in only the best ways. So I'm very very happy with the way the year has gone, and I'm definitely looking forward to taking a look back at all the things that we did this year. I'm going to also try today to come up with a what was your favorite game of 2025. I'm going to see if I can maybe figure out what that is going to be. Well, so we may try and figure that out. I think I already know in my head what it is, but I might come up with like my top 5 games of 2025 just by like personal favorites. So we're going to take a look at all the games that we played this past year and see if we can come up with a top 5. And you guys can also come up with your very own top 5 of 2025. And it'll hopefully be a lot of fun. So, and again, all kinds of good stuff coming up for 2026. No doubt about it. Let's start by saying hi to all the people that we got here, starting as always with the best wrench crew in the business, because there is no better than Cozy Worship Space, David W7535, and Lady Fluffy Dragon, the trio of triumph, the trifecta of tremendousness. They are the bestest of them all. It is great seeing all three. I know all three of you are here. And so, a very, very happy New Year's Eve to you, Cozy. A very happy Tuesday to you, David and Lady Fluffy. It is great having you here. And also here, Robert Love with the early bird chat. Brian Pietrowski also here. Sneaky Cheeky and Giggle Hun Bun are both here, part of the early crew. S Junkie is here. Go down the list already. There we go. 21 months. Team Blue. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for 21 months. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely appreciate all that support and being with us for a year and 9 months. That is crazy. My mic settings again. We're having an issue with my mic settings. Okay, let me check. It says that it's on the right microphone. So let me go into my properties. I hear people saying that we need to change the microphone. So all right. Da, 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 da. Um, hmm. It's not showing up. Let me do one thing. So hold on. Try this again. Let's close that out. Go back to properties. Interesting. For whatever reason, it's not showing up on my list. And I don't think I have a way of changing it at this point, so we might just have to go with whatever I've got. Yeah, it's not showing up. I mean, I've got some kind of audio coming out, so I hope it's not bad. Uh, hmm, it's weird. Yeah, because if I look on my list, it's not. Yeah, properties, device. About the only thing I could do would be to end the stream and restart it, and I don't think I want to do that. So we'll see here. Let's see. Other people. Let's see. We're going down the list. S Junkie is here. Tony's Hummel is here. JG Plays is here. Also here. Crystal Amber is here. Also here. Let's go down the list. Other people that we got over there that jump like crazy. Where the heck did it leave off? It was right about there. Petratak also here. A very happy New Year's Eve to you. Michael Porters is here. We've got also here, Amory Ward is here. Performances by Ethan Boudreau is here. We've got Sharon the Goodness here as well. Guardian Jane is here. Um, Other people. Let's see. Did I hear about the race between 19 and 20? 21. Where is it? Oh, right there. That's awesome. I love it. Other people that are here. We've got Well Sniper also here. Burdus is also here. And it jumped on me again. I think we're getting close to the bottom of the list here. I think so. Blue Silver Wolf is here. A Cozy Daz is here as well. And then on the Twitch side, we got Gamer Sue here, and there's that junkie on the Twitch side as well. So it is great seeing all of you. Hope you're doing good. Have a look up for an upcoming game called Ukiah. It's from Revolt, and it's going to have stuff like building flat packs and also running a store. I will have to remember that at some point in time. I hope the mic sounds all right, because like I said, I don't know what to do about it at this point in time. I know that we got some kind of output happening here, so I hope it happens. I hope it sounds reasonably good. So it isn't good. How bad does it sound? Let me hear something here. How bad do I sound at some point in time? I hope the mic sounds all right, because like I said, I don't know what to do about it at this point in time. I know that we got some kind of output happening. Normal. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's check on one other thing here. Yeah, I've tried unplugging it again. I think the only thing I could do would be to like stop Streamlabs and restart Streamlabs. So maybe I got to stop Streamlabs and restart Streamlabs. No, but we got all the gift of. Let's see. Board Gamer 74, EB Tap 8750, Ember 4707. We've got Andrew O'Connor. We got Stanley. We got CN Doodles. We got Tracy King. We got Ken Major. All members of or returning members to the Rusty Champaign Club. Let me see something here. Let me try something. And if I close that, and I know this isn't the right mic. I know it's not the right mic. So don't worry. I know it's not the right mic. There it is. Now it should be right. Now we got it. I don't know why it wasn't showing up on the list before. So I think we're good now. I think we got it. That should be the right mic. Streamlabs is so darn weird. I tell you, it wasn't showing up there. Boom! I pick a couple things and presto, there it is. So we got it. We're better. We're good. We're good. It's Streamlabs is going to be the death of me. It really is. Yay! Good sound. We got it. Oh, that's better. New to collections. How you do? New to you collections. First live. So happy to find someone that watches the likes of kind of games I do. Been binge watching you for a few weeks. Oh, thank you so much for that. New to you collections. High five on your very first live. Standard Rusty Champaign disclaimer. I hope you have a good time. I hope we do not send you running away screaming, and I hope you come back for another one. Yeah, it's great to have you. Tiffany also here. There we go. Yeah, it's so weird the way that works. I don't know why it works the way it does. And JG Plays jumping in, so doing a thing. So we've got SV8GW, Alicia Flip Flop, Nightmares Inn. We've got DJ Pinky Dallas, and we got your favorite Uncle Poe, who are all members of or running through the Rusty Champaign Club, because everybody Blue Silver Wolf started the thing. David continued the thing. JG Plays hopped on and also did the thing. Thank all three of you for doing this. Really, really appreciate that so much. It's awesome of all three of you to do that. And thank you, JG, and thank you for the. We're gonna just keep on having all the fun, no doubt about it. Now I know that I promised the chimes are cutting out my mic still. It might be like a noise kind of setting there. So I'm not sure if there's anything I can do to change that. Desktop audio properties. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can really do to change that all that much. Let me try one thing here. Let me try. Dun, 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 dun. Um, maybe that'll be better. Perhaps. We'll see. See if that gets better later on. Valor Hawk, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. That should not change anything with the microphone, so I think we're good. So maybe it'll make the sounds better. Cuts out with the chime. Maybe it'll be better now. We'll find out. So not saying that I want more chimes because I'm not looking for more chimes. But if we do get another chime, then maybe something will happen. Now I know, and I think that David was referring to this earlier, saying that I might have forgotten something. I didn't forget something. I didn't post it, so I guess I kind of borderline forgot it. Um, my daughter is an immensely talented crocheter. So Lady Fluffy Dragon, you are going to love this. This is going to be right up your alley because I know that you've been doing some crochet stuff here lately. I had no idea that my daughter was going to be doing this for me. She gave me no knowledge of doing this. So she decided that as a Christmas gift, she was going to give me something really, really cool that she made herself. So let me show you guys what it is that she made here. So got to get up for this one. So, how about that? That is pretty amazing. Unbelievable. Yeah, that is crochet. And so absolutely amazing. The thing I've got to do now is I got to figure out where the heck I'm going to hang it. I think it will probably work on the back wall back there on the blue. At the way that the room is lined, it might work there. So I think I'm going to try and hang that one up. Yeah, she finished it up while we were Christmas. She showed me that she was working on and yeah, finished it up, got it on the dowel rods and everything. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I think it's going to go between the doors because the door here, this is a closet door, and then that's the door out to the main room. So I think it's going to go there. I think that's the plan. So I just got to get myself a hanger, put it up there, and it's going to be awesome. I'm so absolutely thrilled that she did that. I also saw that once again, Blue Silver Wolf decided to go and do another thing because Blue Silver Wolf did another thing. Sydney Johnson, Trung Gwen T, Cold Stars Gaming, Lindsay Strait, and Cass of Letters are members of or returning members to the Rusty Champaign Club because you guys keep doing things. I appreciate it. I really, really do. It's not necessary, but I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carol Roy is also here. How you doing, Carol? Great to see you. Zithria, I don't think I said hi to you, Zithria. How you doing? Great to see you as well. Big girl doing stuff. How you doing? Great to see you. So, um, what did Susie say about it? She loved it. She absolutely loved it. She thought it was wonderful. So my daughter actually made her a hat, like a winter cap, a winter hat with a poof on the top and a scarf in her favorite color of purple and all kinds of different shades. It was really, really, really nice. So again, it just blew my mind that she did that. So it was awesome of her to do. So Rich on Wheels, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, so that was the thing that I got. Cheeky cheeky.
Happy New Year to all and hope everyone has a fantastic and safe New Year.
Cheeky, thank you so much for the $10. That is awesome of you. I appreciate that. A very happy New Year to you as well. Very, very much. That is very, very nice of you. Rusty's a better value for money than Netflix. I don't know about that. Netflix has some pretty good stuff, but I appreciate the thought. Now, Valor Hawk, I see how we're going to do it today. I see how we're going. So Darpit rank, Becca 2871, Zatch John 420, and David Mosier. Waiting for the chime. Are all members of or returning to Champaign Club because Valorhawk decided to go out and also do a thing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Costas, how you? Great to see you. Check your comment on my last food processing sim video. I can do that at some point. I will make sure to check that out. I do read all the comments. I may not reply to absolutely read all of them. So believe me, I do check them all out, and I appreciate all the comments that everyone always makes on the videos for sure. A little after the chime. Well, yeah, it will. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why it's doing that. It's Streamlabs. Streamlabs is being weird. It's just Streamlabs. No, big girl doing stuff.
Thank you for a year full of skin suits.
Much for the $9.99. I appreciate that very much as well. And anything I could do to provide skin suits, I am glad. That sounds kind of odd, and that would be something that, if taken completely out of context, people would be like, "What the hell kind of channel is this? Skin suits? What are we doing here?" And click. And so, yeah, I anything I could do, I appreciate it. I will continue providing in all of our simulator games the "Can you wear this person as a suit?" Index. And how good of a suit is it? So, food processing sim is so much better now. Cases contain more than 6 items. Yes, much better now that you can get more than 6 items. Much better. Much better. Because he thinks a big girl doing stuff every time there's a skin suit. It did start with big girl doing stuff. It really did. That was kind of the etymology of the "Can you wear the person as a suit?" Big girl doing stuff came up with that one. So you definitely can claim all the credit for that one. That is you. So for coming up with something that is now part of the channel and part of the channel lore, that is on you for sure. So kind of solved my problem there. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make sure to check it out. I will definitely make sure to check it out. Now, the thing about Laundry Store Simulator, in terms of that, it's not a 2025 game, so it doesn't technically count. That game actually technically is a 2024 game. We started covering it in 2024. So I can't have that on the list as a 2025 game. But we'll take a look at the stuff that we did and see if we can make a top 5 based on that. So yeah, we'll go for a top 5. We'll shoot for a top 5. So yeah, let's kind of take. I believe it's all single crochet. Yeah, I think it's a single crochet. There's the part that she said was the most challenging is when she just had to keep on changing colors. But I believe it's all single crochet. If she was here, I'd ask her, but she's not. She's back home. So yeah. You're working on the original Power Wash Simulator achievements. You may have a problem. 187 hours. Wow. I'm sure that'll keep you busy. I have no doubt about it. Sneaky Cheeky says Mall Sim has to be in the top 5. It could. We'll have to see. I mean, it might suffer from recency bias, but it could. There's a possibility. So yeah, let's take a look at the big number. Start with the big number and kind of work our way from there. So here's the big number: 16,128 subscribers in the year, as of right now, in the year 2025. We started, I'm going to move my big head for a moment here. We ended last year at 7,948. And since then, we have gone up, and we are now at 16,128 as of December 29th. So we've gone up about 8,100 and change this year. So we more than doubled, which is really, really cool. That's awesome. It's really awesome, and I'm very happy to see that. Absolutely. Tom, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Move my big head back down here again. I think we're good there. So big head. Big head on the big man right there. So yeah, that's the top number that we had. And really just about all year it's been pretty steady. I mean, we had a big bump back here in February. I don't even remember what really caused that big bump back there, where we kind of accelerated all through there, and then it kind of got steady Eddie for a while, and then we had another big bump right there. I think that was Office Simulator that caused that big bump. And then for the rest of the year, we've just been just on a slow but steady cruise for all of 2025. So it'll be interesting to see when we look at some of the graphs here how it's different than it was in 2024. Because 2024 is a lot more spiky than 2025 has been. 2025, for the most part, has just been a nice gradual climb the entire year. The February bump, that could have been Valet Simulator. It's a possibility that could have been Valet Simulator. I remember this day very, very well. March 3rd, 2025. I remember that day. I was at work that day. I don't remember what day of the week it was, but I was at work and I was sitting there at my desk watching my subscriber count on my work computer because, of course, I was. And I remember that was the day that we hit 10,000 subscribers. And I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I was at work and I cried when that happened because I'm like, holy shnikes, we've got 10,000 subscribers on this thing. It was insanity. I could not believe that something that happened that started in 2024 turned into 10,000 subscribers by 2025. I'm like, what? And it it just blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. And now here we are at 16,000 and going from there. It is really amazing. The goal for 2026, honestly, I'm going to say the goal for 2026 is probably only 20,000. 25,000 is going to be like a stretch goal. If we got to 25,000 by the end of 2026, that would be amazing, but I don't know if we're going to get there. I would love it if we did. I would absolutely love it if we did, but I'm going to say that the goal for next year is 20K. I mean, if we can make it to 25K, I would love to be at 25K. I think we got lots of opportunity to be at 25K. The big thing is that if you are watching right now and if you are not yet a subscriber to Rusty Champaign, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe because we do have probably at this point of the hours that are watched, 5 out of 9 are watched by subscribers. And the other 4 out of 9 hours that are watched of Rusty Champaign content are watched by people that are not subscribers to Rusty Champaign. So if you want to help make that number a little bit more skewed towards subscribers, definitely consider giving the channel a subscribe because that will definitely help to get us closer to that 25K number. But yeah, I'm shooting for 20K. I'd love to hit 25. Really would, but I'm shooting for 20. 20 is going to be the big one. So yeah, 10K was the day that the wrenches all reveal their voices. So if this year repeats, I should aim for 30K next year. That would be absolutely amazing. If we made it to 30, that would be. I mean, I can't see us doubling again. Like I said, I would be more than happy if we got ourselves up to 20, because that would be huge. 25 would be really, really big. 30 would be mind-bogglingly unbelievable. And I would not ever expect anything like that to happen ever. That would be like many standard deviations from the norm if something like that happened, for sure. If I make it to 20K, you suggest a 24-hour stream. I just don't have the energy for a 24-hour stream. I'm not like our buddy Austin, because Austin, I know when he hit 10,000. Oh, and there we go, 16,130. Look at you people. You're awesome. Look at you go. Yeah, I'm not like Austin, unfortunately. I don't have the energy for 24 hours like Austin Plays does. Austin is a wonderful, wonderful guy. He has been one of the big, big things that that has been a big plus to the channel in 2025 for sure. The time that we've been with him doing stuff really big. Jason Peterman, welcome to Rusty Champaign. Thank you so much for subscribing. And a very, very happy Tuesday to you, unless you're in the future, in which case, a very happy New Year's Eve to you. But yeah, like when we first started doing stuff with him, I mean, he's been a friend of the channel forever. He's one of those channels that everybody, a lot of people that watch our channel also watch his channel. And we'll take a look at that as well. That'll be on our metrics, and we'll take a look at that. What as we get along here. I love Rusty and for all you mighty, but a 24-hour stream is a no-no. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we already lost one. Oh, boo. That's okay. No problem. Just grab your favorite sleeping bag and sleep on stream. Yeah, I know. I remember Tom Grassi did a similar thing when he was doing his charity stream. He slept on stream all the time. So yeah, I don't know how Austin did that. He was. Oh, now we're back up. Yay. Yeah, I don't know how Austin did it. It was cool that he did. It really was, but I don't know how he pulled it off. So, what games am I looking forward to being released next year? Honestly, Michael, I have no idea what games are even coming next year. So I could not tell you. Because normally the games that we play are from like little indie developers. We don't play many AAA games here. We do play some AAA games here, but they just don't do that great on the channel, as we'll see when we look over stuff. So yeah, I don't know what I don't know what to look forward to next year because I don't know what's coming out. It's always a surprise every year. Whatever comes out is a surprise for sure. You found me through Austin when they did the power washing. Yeah, look at us go. We were at 16,128, then we're at 16,130. Now we're back at 16,128. It just goes back and forth. It's all good. I love it. It's all good. So yeah, let's take a look at some other stuff here. We go here. So this is, and I'm going to try and make this a little bit bigger. Can I make it a little bit bigger? Yeah, so there we go. So that's a little bit bigger. So this is 2025 versus 2024 and how things have changed over the course of the past year. So Kylie Blythe, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. So this, and again, this is where I want to say thank you to all of you because, I mean, these numbers only happen because of you. This is only because of you that this stuff happens. So 2025, so we're looking at 2025 through all of 2024. So, I mean, yeah, 363 days versus 366. So that's this is what we've got as a comparison here. Which game would I like to see a number 2 from? Like a sequel? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I already got that this year with Power Wash Simulator 2. I don't know what I would have next year as like as a 2. Because again, we play a lot of indie stuff, so I don't know what they could do that'd be a 2 to an indie game. It's hard to say. But yeah, this year over last year, views have more than doubled. Now this is views this year versus last year. So last year we had 1.15 million views. This year we had almost 2.4 million views. We'll hit 2.4 million views or come mighty darn close to it by the end of 2025. We may not get to 2.4 million, but we're going to be pretty close. Year over year there. Shelby, how you doing? A very, very happy New Year's Eve to you. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, the games at the top of this list, it blows my mind. Office Simulator. 76,000 of you have watched Office Simulator. Unbelievable. Or you've watched it 76,000 times. The best video we had all of last year was 33,486, and that was Contractville. Best one we had was Contractville. It was 33,000. And this year we had 3 that were better than 33,000. We had Valet Simulator, we had Bank Simulator, and we had Office Simulator, which all ended up better than that. So, Matt and Do Gaming, how you doing? Have I ever played a game called Egypt Frontiers? I have not. I have not heard of that one. So I no, I have not heard. I have not played that one. Supermarket Simulator 2 would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't think Nocta's ever going to do it, but it'd be kind of cool if they did. Like a bumped up version of Supermarket Simulator. Be kind of neat. I don't know where they can go with it, but it could be. So these views, this is just anyone viewing it for any length of time. So if anyone clicks on it and views it, even for a matter of a few seconds, it counts as a view. But you can see like the overall time that someone has watched a video. So no, it would never track like full views, because if it tracked full views, no one would ever have any views. Because the number of people that watch a full view of a video is probably about 1 in 5, 1 in 6, maybe even 1 in 7. So most people don't watch the whole video. They'll watch a portion of it and then they'll tune out and go on to something else, because that's YouTube. That's the way YouTube goes. So yeah, it could be it could be a few minutes, could be a few seconds counts. Have I ever heard of or played Hot Dog, the video game? I have not heard of that one. So yeah, I've not played that one either, because I've not heard of that one. It's interesting. And this is the thing that blows my mind about Office Simulator, is the fact that we did 3 different Office Simulator videos. So there was an Office Simulator prologue. I was looking to see if so we did Office Simulator prologue on March 19th. They got 7,300 views. So we showed the beginning of Office Simulator 3 different times. And this is the thing that just makes no sense to me. So Office Simulator Prologue, March 19th, 7,300 views. Office Simulator Demo, February 3rd. So the demo came first. So we did the demo on February 3rd, 25,000 views. The prologue came in March, 7,300 views. The actual first look of the game, when the game finally came out in early access, 76,000 views. And it was the same thing all 3 times. But the third time around, just wildfire. It's unbelievable. Have I heard of Yogurt Simulator? Oh man, who hasn't heard of Yogurt Simulator? It's awesome. It's the best game ever. It's a game where you order all kinds of yogurt and then you try and figure out where you're going to put it in your storage. It's a AAA classic. It should be coming to every console in 2026. Absolutely. So you've watched entire playlists from me and watched every. I appreciate that very, very much. That we'll take a look at our playlists as well to see like what playlists were big in 2025, because that is another big portion of everything. So yeah, Office Sim had a full release. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't go back to it again, but I did see that they did have a full release of it. So yeah, who would ever do such a thing? I have no idea who would do such a thing. No clue. This is the funny part also, is that the number 5 watched thing on the channel this year was a short. Why this short was so popular? Oh, so this was not for us. Oh, that's a shame. How much do we want? We only need 997,493 coins. It's fine. It's fine. After getting enough gold, I will be able to break the curse and return to the world of the living. It may take some time. You think? 21,580 people watched that. Why? I don't know. I have no idea why that short went so crazy. But it was our fifth highest watched thing in 2025. So if you get the pre-order of Yogurt Simulator, you get a rocking Lady Fluffy plushie complete with boxes. It's just like, why so much yogurt? Why so much yogurt? Where do I put it? Not enough storage space. Where does the yogurt go? That's exactly it. And as always, without fail, the most popular thing on the channel, and it surprised me not whatsoever, the most popular thing on the channel, first look videos. If we look here, Office Simulator first look live, first look. Our most popular not first look is down here. I mean, other than that short is down here, and it was episode 2 of Office Simulator, which got 13,000 views. And it's amazing how you go from episode 1 to episode 2, and you go from 76,000 to 13,000. It's amazing how much you get that kind of a drop. So, yeah, I know. I feel like we just did the wrap up last year, too. It's crazy. Where does the time go, big girl? I have no idea where that goes. Have I heard of Street Food Sim? I have heard of Street Food Sim. I didn't play it, but I have heard of it. That one came out late in December, I want to say. I think just as a demo. But I have heard of that one. But yeah, overall, amazing. Is the number 5 on the list? No, the number 5 on here is it's a short. Before You Sidhu. This was a 19-second short that we did of a game called Pirate Cove Simulator. It just took 19 seconds out of that game, made it into a short, and it got 21,000 views. I don't know why, because YouTube is weird. That's just the way YouTube is sometimes. So Andrew Shield, how you doing? Great to see you. Marsha Patterson, how you doing? You watch most of all of my games, but your favorite is Power Watch 2. I'm glad. I wish more people had watched it. We'll talk about that as well and as we go through things here for sure. So it's interesting how Office Simulator was so popular. Yeah, Office Simulator just resonated with a lot of people. It was a big game. It did a lot of good things for a lot of people. No doubt about it. Valorhawk wants a Lady Fluffy Dragon plushie. So you've got to get on that. Now that you've created the idea, you've got to figure out how to make it actually happen. So, and then advertise it through Fourth Wall or something like that. So you gotta make that happen. Jordan Clark, how you doing? Lights! Great to see you. I would recognize that name anywhere, even if it does say Jordan C 2004. I know that's Jordan Clark. How you doing? Great to see you. So yeah, views more than doubled from 2025, which is absolutely amazing. And for the most part, all throughout the year, they were better. Only really kind of dropped underneath it there in the beginning of November when we had the unfortunate passing of my second mom, and everything on the channel went quiet for a while, which it had to. So, but aside from that, most of the year 2025 has been above 2024 with a couple of exceptions. I mean, over here in 2024, over here 2024 was better. That was back in the TCG card shop days. So that's why that was better. But yeah, 2025, a lot of the time, was above and beyond there. So you have merch before even having a proper champ. There you go. I'm good with that. Top 3 of the games you played this year, not by views, which you like most. We're gonna try and figure that out as we get through that. We're gonna take a look at all the things that we played this year and try and come up with the top 5 of the things that we played. So other things. So if we take a look, let's do. So if we take a look at some other stuff here. So that was views. Total time watched. This also blows my mind. So this year, we had 681,000 hours watched. So you people all together, all of you wonderful people, watched our content on this channel for the equivalent of 680,000 hours is the equivalent of 1,865 days. Nope. That's wrong. That's not right. 680,918.2 divided by 24. Yeah, 28,371 days. So 77 years of watch time on this channel. That is amazing. So while we had a doubling in views, we didn't have the doubling in hours, but we still had a lot more hours watched in 2025 than we did in 2024. Wonder how much of that you slept through. How many of that did you have the TV on and I was just in the background providing you with sleep ASMR? It's hard to say. I've had a number of people that have told me that they love falling asleep to the sound of my voice. So you're not alone there. Many people have said that. So I'm the Ryman Nora. Wow, look at that. 12. Thank you so much for that. How you doing, my friend? Happy New Year's Eve to you. 77 years of watch time, 1 year of memberships. Proud of you, fam. Keep killing it. You too, right? Absolutely, you too. I know you're going to have an awesome 2026 as well. I know it. I am confident of that. No doubt about it. No doubt. It is awesome seeing you, though. Absolutely awesome seeing you. So, and again, Office Simulator. People watch that over 10,000 hours. It's kind of crazy that we've had that much. Then Hypermarket was number 2 because that was our live. That was our best live that we had this year. 7,000 hours of that, which is wonderful. And yeah, first looks. And then number 7 was our best not first look. And then number 9 was our next best not first look. Hypermarket Simulator has obviously been a big one for sure. So, how long are we going to be live streaming for? Probably like I don't know. We'll see how we go. I mean, it'll be until late as 7. We'll see how we do here. See how long people are hanging around and stuff like that. And we're going to be having a leftover chicken pot pie for dinner tonight that my mother-in-law made. Very tasty, very delicious. So we're having that for dinner tonight. Adams Cares, how you doing? Relatively late adopter, so toward the end of your chart. I'm glad to have you here. Regardless of when you got here, if you got here as of January 21st, 2024, if you got here as of December 29th, 2025, it is awesome having you here. Regardless of when you made it here, I'm very thankful that you are here. So thank you so much for that. This one, so yeah, subscribers. This is another big one. This one, I'm honestly a little bit surprised by this. We will look into countries too. I will make sure we get to that. So yeah, no doubt about it. We will look at that. This one actually, this one kind of surprises me. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but yeah, last year we had 7,948 subscribers, and this year we went up 8,178. So that's where it's been interesting, because if you look at this, there's only the one big spike here in 2025. The beginning of the year started out pretty darn strong. So 2025 is the blue line here. So we started out pretty darn strong in 2025, and then had a big spike here with Office Simulator, and then most of the year it's just been that just slow climb all year. So we've had a lot of growth. We've had a lot of double the views and more than 50% more watch time than we had last year. But subscribers 2025 versus 2024, the growth has been about the same. And that's why I hesitate to say anything about 2026 being anything over 20,000, because I with the way that we've grown here, it makes me wonder. I don't know if we're going to get to be at 8,000 more in 2026. I'd love for you all to prove me wrong. I would absolutely love for all of you to prove me wrong, but I would not be surprised if this number dropped somewhere in between 2026 in the 4,000 to 5,000 range. And we only grew by that many. I would love to be wrong. Trust me. I would absolutely love to be wrong. I would love to see this number be 9,000 next year. All I can do is hope and keep my fingers crossed. And again, for those of you who are not subscribers, consider being a subscriber. That would be wonderful. That could help us get there. So I hope it's going to be a killer year. I really do. With any luck, it will be. Grenwood, how you doing? You came for the graphs and charts. How you doing? That's great. Hypermarket was the first one that you saw with me. Then it escalated violently watching my vids. Oh, man. Brother Brent, how you doing? Great to see you. Hey, Tales, Reviews and Discussions, how you doing? Just bought the Recycling Simulator game for the PlayStation 4. That was a fun game. for sure. Yeah, you all know I will. I'm the only one doubting it. I'm a born doubter. I'm a born doubter. So I mean, yeah, that's just who I am. I'm a born doubter. So, um, the other big one in here. Let me do the other big one in here because this one I find funny. So yeah, it was brought up like how long do people actually watch a video? So the average watch time of a video for me is about 26%. So Big Dave the Don 25, how you doing? Don't recall what the first vid was that you watched, but you're glad you didn't stay. I'm glad you did too, Big Dave. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome of you. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're having a good time. So you need doubt or hardly know her energy. That's about where I am. That's about it. So yeah, the average time watched on an average video, 26%. So people watch about one fourth of it on average, and then they're done. Now that could be people tuning in for a second and then clicking off, or it could be people tuning in and watching the whole darn thing. On average, it comes to 26%. And Valor doing a thing. Thank you so much for that as well. That is awesome of you. And because of you doing a thing, Costas is a member of or a returning member to the Rusty Champaign Club. So thank you so much for that. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. I definitely appreciate that very, very much. So yeah, on average, people watch 26% of a video. I think this is interesting also for the people who are thinking about, I'd love to do a YouTube channel of my own. What does it look like if you do it? This is what it looks like if you do it. All this stuff that you see on the back screen here, this is what it looks like. This is all the stuff that you learn when you actually like do your own YouTube stuff. These are all the numbers that you get to see. And there's so many numbers. So many that there are. The average time that people watch is actually down from last year. So on average, people watched last year 23 minutes. This year it's 17 minutes. Not quite sure why. There's probably a way to find out what that is. So videos people are watching about the exact same time that they did last year, but people don't watch the lives as long. Why do you not watch the lives as long, people? What's the matter? No, just kidding. No, that's why we're down year over year there. Yeah, the live streams people watch on average 32 minutes. We've probably done a lot more shorts in 2025 than we did in 2024, which has probably also skewed the number down, would be my guess. We've definitely done more shorts in 2025 than we did in 2024. So that is having an impact, no doubt about it, for sure. So it's reassuring as a fellow streamer. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's good to. I think it's good to know because there's a lot of people that are probably like, well, Rusty, what does everything look like for you on this? And it's good to be able to show you this because there are people. I mean, I know we got a bunch of other streamers out here. Cozy's one, Rye is one. There are probably others that are here watching that are also streamers that were probably wondering how their numbers compare to these. So in seeing things and probably seeing that they're not that out of whack. I know that Fiona is now doing her own thing as well. We got lots of people that are on the channel that are fans of the channel that are also doing their own thing. So I mean, this will give you an idea of what your numbers are like and how they compare to what we've got here. So got a lot of people that love the lives. I love doing the lives. Honestly, I would love to be able to make. I would love to be able to do more lives. I would love to make 2026 the year that I do this as a regular thing and not as a side hustle. I would love to make that happen. I've just got to make the math work out. That's the trouble, is making the math work out. Because unfortunately, the math isn't there. This job. I mean, it's one great side gig, but unfortunately, it doesn't. It's not at the point where it's more than that. So like last year when Canzalone showed his numbers, because he did show his numbers last year, and it was a wonderful number he had. I'm nowhere near that. I might be one fourth of that number. So But I would love to make this a regular gig in 2026 and have more live streams. If I could just make the math of it work out. So driver may not do a lot of videos or many live streams, but you're a streamer, but not like a big streamer. If you're, I mean, it's whatever you're able to do, and if you enjoy what you're doing, that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be a ton. It just has to be whatever you want it to be, and as long as you're having fun, that's the most important part. That's what matters the most. Tony, how you doing on the Twitch side? Great to see you over there. Hope you're doing well. So, and yeah, and if you're not able to make it on the lives, that's fine. Real life always comes first. And the great thing about the lives is that we've always got it on a VOD, so you can always watch it back later on. So there's always that opportunity as well. So there's no way, unfortunately, that I can compare my stats to Austin because I don't get to see Austin's numbers. It doesn't give you a channel by channel comparison. I'd love to do that, but unfortunately, all you can see is your own channel. So yeah, I can't compare mine to his. If he was here, I could say, hey, Austin, can you pull up your numbers and put them on the screen? But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. I only get to see how mine do. And that's about it. So you and your brother don't fully understand the YouTube algorithm. Nobody understands the YouTube algorithm. Nobody can figure it out. Anybody who says that they know what the YouTube algorithm is a liar. It's just they're a flat out liar. There's no understanding the YouTube algorithm. The one thing I can tell you about the YouTube algorithm is that I know it loves engagement. It absolutely loves engagement. It loves it when people engage with your stuff. That is the big thing. That is absolutely a big thing. So when people like things, when people comment on things, YouTube loves that. They love it more than subscribers, I think. So the more likes and the more comments that videos get, that YouTube signals that as being engagement, and they're like, "Ooh, we should show this to more people then." And that definitely helps out. They love it when people engage with your stuff. It definitely makes a difference. That much I know, for sure. So sneaky cheeky, try to get your videos out there, but everyday life tends to get in the way. So and that's the thing. All you can do is what you do. So and again, just have a fun time doing it. That's the most important part. So watching me on Twitch and YouTube, and you watch on your Xbox too. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that a whole lot. So once you work out the algorithms, I've already changed it. Exactly. And Burgess is right. YouTube doesn't even know how the algorithm works. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea about the algorithm. It's a mystery to everybody. Now, okay, so let's do this. So someone had said, so yeah, we're going to look at views. So now let's switch it up, and we're going to look at this. So all right, we're going to do a poll here. We're going to see what people think of who they think the top 3 countries are that watch content here. Well, we'll do 2 through 4 because I'll tell you number 1, obviously far and away, is the United States. So number 1 is the United States, but I'll let you guys come up with who you think 2 through 4 are. And we'll do that for a couple minutes here. So you guys can put in the chat who you think 2 through 4 are. If you want, do 2 through 5, but you can do 2 through 4, and we'll see how well that matches up with what the truth is. We're seeing Australia in there. So yeah, you guys can go ahead, put down who you think 2 through 4 are, or you can just put down number 2, whatever you want. So I'm seeing UK, I'm seeing UK number 2, I'm seeing Canada, UK, and Australia. UK, Australia, Canada, lots of UK. So yeah, we'll let people keep going. US, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, Antarctica. We're really, really popular in Antarctica. Massively popular in Antarctica. So Australia, Canada, US, UK, Canada. So yeah, US is number 1. Australia, UK, Canada, Netherlands. So those are some of the guesses we got here. So in terms of where we are, Iceland also up there. So by views, we are very, very big in the future. I love my future, people. I really do. So by geography and views, here we go. Number one, the US by a long shot. Number two, the UK. Clear second place. Number three, Canada. Number four, Australia. Number five, Germany. Those are our top five by views in 2025. Iceland is just burned us. And unfortunately, Denmark is probably way down there. Denmark is not that far down, as Junkie. Denmark is number 11. Down from number 9 last year, but they're number 11. So not as far down as you would think. They're there. Australia didn't even make your top 10. Right. How does Australia not make your top 10? That's interesting. I would think that Australia would be like your number one with a bullet. That's odd. I mean, or at least your number two. That's very interesting that Australia doesn't crack your top 10. Huh. That's very strange. But yeah, year over year, not much change. So US is now 47% of our total views. Last year was 49%. UK really unchanged from last year in terms of the total. Canada also pretty much unchanged. Australia also pretty much unchanged. And then yeah, Netherlands and Germany flip-flopped in 2025. So Australia is not highlighted blue. I think it's because it's not highlighted because it doesn't. If it's highlighted blue, that's like different areas. So like if I go UK here, so in the UK, England by a long shot is number one. Almost all of it is out of England. Some of it's out of Scotland, a little bit out of Wales, and very, very, very little out of Northern Ireland. So that's why that's not why it's not colored, because apparently they just consider Australia to be Australia, which is wrong because there are obviously territories in Australia, but they don't break it out for whatever reason. I don't know why they don't break it out, but they don't. So, Wiccan Official, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, the USA. Okay, this will be interesting. So, for the USA, I have no idea on this one. No clue on this one. So, I'll give everyone a minute or two here. Everyone for the United States, and it'll be obviously easier if you're in the United States, but for those of you in the US, you tell me, or you can even do it if you're not in the US. You tell me what state you think was the biggest state in 2025. Who in 2025 do you think had the most views? Who watched us the most in 2025? And I will check that for Germany as well. So yeah, you guys, and again, I have no idea which state it is. I knew the top 5 countries because I looked at that. But you can tell me. I have not looked at the age demographics yet, but we will very soon. And it's Lone Wolf. How you doing? Great to see you. All right, I got New York, I got Pennsylvania, I got Florida, I got Montana, I got Michigan, I got Florida again, got Missouri, we got New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, Florida, California because of the biggest population, red polyhedral. How you doing? Pennsylvania, Ohio, Arizona, Indiana, Chicago, almost a state. Got Hawaii, got some state in the Midwest. If it's not Illinois, I will be disappointed. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Illinois. It's absolutely not Illinois. I'd be surprised if it was. I would be shocked if it was Illinois, but I don't think it is. I'm going to go with either New York or California. Again, I don't know. I've not looked at it. So I could not tell you. All right. So here we go. Got lots of votes in the United States. The number one state in the United States is Texas. Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Number one, 37,000 views out of the state of Texas. followed very closely by California, and then New York, and then Florida, and then Ohio. I didn't realize that I was that popular in Texas. I've never heard anybody from Texas say, "How you doing, Rusty? Greetings to you from Texas." Never. Nobody has ever told me. I don't think I've ever heard anybody on any live ever say, "Greetings from Texas." So, all you Texas people, hi. It's great to see you. You're apparently all lurkers, and I love it. But yeah, 37,000 views out of the state of Texas. So Illinois last year was number 5. Everything is bigger in Texas. It is. Last year, Illinois was number 5. This year, Illinois is number 7. So it's in the top 10 at least. Go Chicago. So David is spreading the word down south. That's why we are. So, yeah. So, it's Texas, California, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, North Carolina, Michigan, Georgia, Virginia, Indiana. Robert is apparently not getting enough Indiana viewers to us over here. So, no, I'm just kidding, Robert. And then it kind of really drops off. Washington, Missouri is number 14. That's probably a lot spicy stuff right there. Tennessee, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Arizona, Maryland, and Kentucky, the top 20. So you're going to try and get the Wisconsin numbers up for me next year? I would appreciate that. We're at number 17 in Wisconsin, 16 last year. All 22 electoral votes go from Texas, go to. That's great. You're trying. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, that really blows my mind that Texas is number 1. And then going down the list, Minnesota, Massachusetts, South Carolina, Alabama, Colorado, Oregon, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Connecticut, Nevada, Kansas, Iowa. Not many people from Iowa watch me. Arkansas, Mississippi, Utah, West Virginia, Nebraska, Maine, Hawaii, New Mexico, Idaho, New Hampshire, number 42, DC, North Dakota, Alaska, Delaware. Man, I'm not popular in Delaware. Vermont. I got 22 in Vermont. There we go. 22 out of Vermont. Now, these are of all the people that actually say, because I guess it doesn't necessarily what state it is. So, Lady Fluffy Dragon, have a wonderful, wonderful night. I just saw that you're heading on out. So, take care. A very, very happy new year to you. We'll see you on the other side of it. We're going to keep on having all the fun, for sure. No doubt about it. So I don't know what's wrong with Vermont. The Florida bump is from you. Floridians love skin suits. That's great. Yeah, Florida was number 3 last year. They're 4 this year. Yeah, that's awesome. Like I said, I had no idea what was that going to be. Indiana last year was number 11, so it's dropped 1. So no live stream tomorrow because live stream is because tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So yeah, no live stream tomorrow. Canada next. Okay, Canada. Let's take a look at Canada. So in Canada, and then I will look at Germany. So actually, I'll look at Germany first because we had someone ask about Germany first. So Germany, North Rhine, number 1 far and away. Bavaria, and then it drops down from there. So there's Lower Saxony, and then there's Saxony. Are different. But yeah, I'm apparently very, very popular in North Rhine for people in Germany that say where they're from. Apparently, North Rhine is the place to be. So those are the top 5 there. Yeah, tomorrow the Aussies will be in the future. It really will be 2026. There. And then Florida and New York, yeah, they did switch places. Yeah, New York and Florida flip-flopped. So Florida was 3 last year, and they're 4 this year. Blue Silverwolf, you're from Texas? Oh, no, you're Germany. That's right, you're in Germany. That's right. So maybe you're why we're number 1, North Rhine. Maybe that's why it is. So thank you. I appreciate it, if that's actually the case. Canada. Where are we popular in Canada? Ontario by a long, 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 long margin. Canada, Ontario. All of my Toronto viewers, thank you from Toronto. I appreciate that. It's very, very big in Ontario. And then Quebec, and then Alberta, and then it really drops off from there. So you think you skewed yours, you changed the views and not watch time, and US was first, Australia was second. Oh, oops. Error exists between chair and keyboard. That's it. Marsha Patterson, how you doing? How many for Kentucky? Illinois tank because they're basketball team. Denmark is not divided up. Denmark is just Denmark. And Newfoundland and Labrador fell off the map. Kentucky. Kentucky was, where were they? In terms of people that said that they were from Kentucky, they're number 20. And last year they were number 18. So they've dropped a couple places from last year. No real big changes. I'm still surprised about Texas. Because again, nobody ever says they're from Texas. I mean, and again, you guys know this, Cozy and David and Lady Fluffy Dragon, if she was still here. Have any of you three ever heard anybody say greetings from Texas? I've never heard it. Never, never, never. New to you collections. Virginia went up 2 places because of me. I love it. I love it. So, well, Sniper, have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for coming by. Our Burgess's efforts, even on the list. Yeah, you're somewhere here. Iceland's in here. Iceland, I thought they were here. Oh no, are they not? Did I miss that? Sweden, Denmark. Oh no. Is Iceland not here? Oh no. No, Iceland. What? Oh no. Yeah, and Ontario is the biggest population, so one would figure it was the biggest one for sure. So, John Fisher, how you doing? Great to see you. Wow. Well, apparently the people that watch me from Iceland are Bergdus, and Bergdus. That's about it. Nobody else says that they're from Iceland. So, it's only Iceland. Bergdus is my main viewer from Iceland. Invalid results. I don't blame you. I would have thought that Iceland would have been in the top 50. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, yeah, Iceland has a very small population, but still, I would have figured that we would have had. I mean, there's a lot of places on here that have pretty small populations. I would think. So, yeah, I don't know. Bergdus is my Iceland viewer. There we go. South Korea, are they on here? They also are not. They're not. Oh no, they're 41. South Korea is number 41. There we go. Iceland no longer exists. No, Iceland. We love Iceland. Absolutely. You have relatives in Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Florida, as well as Germany, Sweden, Germany, and Ireland. So, yeah. Imagine North Korea on the list. One person. I don't think they're allowed to watch. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed. I don't think that that's allowed there. Japan. Japan's here for sure. Number 25, Japan. And they were number 30 last year. Japan was. Was Iceland on the list last year? No, they weren't on the list last year. Malta was number 50 on the list last year. Wow. That's strange. So if there are people that are from Iceland, they're just not saying that they are. That's all I can figure. What about Rob Evans land? Where is Rob Evans land? Let's see. Oh, UK. Yeah, it's primarily England. I mean, most of the people that watch that say that they're watching from the UK are from England. And then we got Scotland, Wales, and a very, very small handful from Northern Ireland, which is interesting because they have Ireland completely separated out for reasons. But yeah, the majority by a long, long shot say they're from England. And then it's hardly anything else anywhere else. It's what we've got there. So no Vatican either. The Vatican is apparently I'm not popular with the Vatican. So yeah, then the top 10. So yeah, Netherlands, India, not Indiana. We already talked about them. India, Philippines, Indonesia, and Sweden make up your top 10. That be me then. You're welcome. Rob, as always, thank you so much. Is Greenland on there? I thought I saw Greenland. No, I saw Finland. Greenland is not in the top 50. So you'll also have some people in Northern Ireland say Ireland. Yeah, Ireland was on here. That's the thing that throws me off. They're here on number 35. And they were number 27 last year. So you're from number 6, the Netherlands. Hey, Netherlands represent. A lot of people from the Netherlands. Very, very popular there. Greenland is Denmark. Oh, okay. So then Denmark/Greenland, number 11. That's where they would be. There are so many countries in the world. There's like 200 something, I'm pretty sure. So Northern Ireland is a small part of the UK. Ireland is separate. Oh, okay. Got it. I learned some stuff. I learned some things today. Let's see. Someone had asked about age. So let's do that. This one I have looked at. So views by age really has not changed much year over year. If anything, this year we have skewed a bit older than we did last year. So the middle 35 to 44 is almost identical to last year. And we've had 18 to 24 and 25 to 34 drop off, get replaced by 45 to 54 and 55 to 64. So more hours are being watched. If I zoom this out, will it actually put the numbers on there? No, it won't. So it doesn't show the actual counts. It's been sort of sore spot in the area for pretty much forever. So yeah, we've skewed a little bit older, which is again not surprised. Not at all surprised that it's older. That's the channel. So your age is number 4. The 35 to 44. Is that you? Got the 45 to 54. Brother Brent is in the 8.2% range. Yeah, we've definitely moved further that way. So 57 here, your fault again. No, we're really popular in there. Fluffy, how you doing? Great to see you. So yeah, we're getting it's a lot. The middle has stayed pretty much the same as it was last year. 29.7% of views last year, 29.4% of the views this year. So Fiona's in the 45 to 54. Guardian Jane's in the 25 to 34. That's all pretty close. Actually, we've had a bit of a drop off there. So that was 37% last year. This year's 32.5. You're right in my number 4 demographic, but 2 more birthdays and you might have to rethink the membership. Oh, right about there. Yeah. It's amazing how that works out. Amazing how that works out. Oh. So yeah, that's that stayed pretty consistent year over year. Let's see other stuff. Yeah, cities, there's not much by cities. Oh yeah, and then gender, this didn't change much. So yeah, last year was like a 65-35 split. This year it's 62-38. So it's skewed a little bit more, but still it's yeah, it's about 2 to 3, a 2 to 3 ratio almost that we've got there. But again, not a massive change from where we were last year in that regard. Now I don't think that we can views that by like subscribers or yeah, the subscribers you can't view that like that. But in terms of like watch time, how's that? This is actually the thing that's hilarious. Let's go back to this views. So views 62:38, but watch time. Oh, where is it? Almost 50-50. So, so, so what I'm gathering out of this is that there are a lot of guys that tune into the channel and they watch for a few minutes and they're like, "Oh, I'm out." But that's that to me is so funny that is pretty much 50-50. But in terms of views, it's nowhere near. Yeah, the gals are watching a lot longer. I'm very, very appreciative. It's just funny how that breaks like that so much that's closer to 50-50. So, John, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Again, thank you very much for coming by. I definitely appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Attention span of a goldfish. That's could be. Oh, look, a chicken. Yeah, we don't have the attention span. We're just squirrel all over the place. It's just how we are. So, yeah, that's interesting how that breaks out like that. Um, Average percentage viewed. So, yeah, so in terms of that, yeah, 32.4% of a video watched versus 21.6% or 22.6%. Seems like it tracks pretty well. And let's see, average view duration. This is hilarious. So, yeah, on average, 23 minutes versus 15. So, retention is a big, big thing. Very big. Hey, now you can watch longer than 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Maybe. So yeah, that's kind of hilarious how that works out like that. How that breaks out that way. So yeah, there's all kinds of interesting numbers that you can see by looking at stuff here. But I mean, by any metric, it's been a great year. The big thing is again like going back to subscribers because yeah, I don't think it shows you like stuff like likes or anything like that. Or does it? No, that's just engagement. So like if I go here, do they show you things like likes or oh no, likes. So let's do this. So if we go let's see, content. And then let's look at like likes. Just for the fun of it. So I've not looked at this. Well, we've doubled our likes in 2025. We went from 47,000 likes in 2024 to 95,000 likes in 2025. Again, that is something that is big that you can do to help the channel out is the likes. The likes are massive. Likes are a big thing. YouTube loves likes. They really love likes. They're a big, big fan of likes. And so the fact that this is doubled year over year is really awesome. But YouTube loves it when you like stuff. They're like, hey, people are engaging. People really like it. Let's show it to more people. That's the big thing. So yeah, if you're not one who normally likes stuff, liking would be a major, major thing that you can do that would help out for sure. Because that makes a big difference. That's the one thing that I can say that I think I know about YouTube. is that they love engagement. Everything that you read, they always say that they love that it loves engagement. So that is definitely a big way that you can help out the channel if you're wondering what you can do. Um, that is one thing you can definitely do. And just watching. Watching is huge. So that's a big thing. I mean, that's apparent, but yeah. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, and again, we'll just put it back to this one as like the final one there. So yeah, 81.78 versus 79.48. There we go. So yeah, and so yeah, one person it won't say the true number of likes until you refresh the screen. So that yeah, like for you, Red Polyhedral, it says 81 watching now, 10 likes. If you refresh, it'll show you the most up to date like counter. It doesn't refresh it unless you refresh your screen. So comments also help. Comments are very very big. So yeah, that's another thing. Like, will it show comments on here? Comments added. How's that change? Almost double again. 2,900 there versus 5,200 here. This is odd that I had one video last year that had 159 comments. I have no idea what the heck that is. I've got to go back and see what the heck that is. 159 comments on Pet Shop Simulator from last year. I had no idea that that video had 159 comments on it. Okay. That's bizarre. Very, very bizarre. It refreshes on devices like phones and tablets, but not on the PC. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. So yeah, comments are another big thing. So if you enjoy stuff, definitely want to talk about it. Definitely talk about it. And like I said, I always read all the comments. I may not reply to all of them, but I definitely always read them. So it's always good. So Austin, there's Austin. How you doing, my buddy? It's great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. So I hope everything's going great. Yeah, we're talking about talking about our wonderful 2025 that we had, and you were a very very big part of that, my friend. I mean, that has been a big thing when we started doing stuff with you. That was really really cool, and really made a big difference to the channel. So thank you so much for that, and for being a big part of everything here. That it really meant a lot to me. So it's big. Let's see. Did I make lots of money this year from ads and memberships? Again, it's a great side gig. It's not a full time thing, but it's a one heck of a side hustle, that's for sure. I'm going to be the next big YouTuber. I'll be like an older queso. I would love it if I was like an older queso. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love it if I was like an older queso. Queso is a unicorn. I would love to be like queso, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work that way. It would be great, but I don't think it will be. So, uh, yeah, so much more chaos in 2026. So much more. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. All right, let's change gears. Let's take a look at what we played this year. The video with the most comments this year showed how loved and humble you are. Oh, well, oh yeah, thank you so much for that. That was yeah, obviously a big video. I mean, just it was the least I could do as a tribute to my second mom. It was yeah. So it was and thank you all the people that did leave a comment on that. It definitely meant a lot to me because that was definitely a rough time for the family. So thank you all for commenting on that one for sure. That was very very big. And I appreciate that. I still don't know what the heck this 159 comments is on Pet Shop Simulator. I've got to go back and look at that. What the heck happened there that I've got 159 comments on that video? I have no clue. That blows my mind. Wow. All right. I'm going to have to take a look at that later. So, yeah, let's take a look at all of the things that we played in 2025. So, the very first video that we did in 2025. This is where I'm going to try and keep some kind of a list of what I think are going to be like my top 5. So I'm just going to open up like a Google sheet here. Just a little Google sheet. So we'll do this. So Jumbalo, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, what the hell happened to 2025, man? I have no idea. No idea where 2025 went. No clue where it went. It is weird. So all right, so yeah, I'm just gonna have this here, and we're gonna have like I'll keep this as a running thing of what I think my top 5 are gonna be. So we'll kind of go through it. I've got a spreadsheet open. If only Lady Fluffy were around. We're not gonna do anything fancy with it, but if only she were around. So the very first thing that we did in 2025, day by day, I think. Grand Mall Simulator. That was the very first video that we had in 2025. It was not the first episode of the first video, but it was the first one that we had. So some of those days lasted 3 years. Oh man, all the columns and cells. That's me. But yeah, we're not gonna do anything all that big with this one. It's just going to be a top 5 list. So Grand Mall, since it did not come out in 2025, this is a 2024. We will not include it. Fun game. I don't know if it'd make my top 5 anyway, because it got, I don't know. It was fun at the beginning and then just kind of went, So Laundry Store, again, we were already into episode 8. So that is not a 2025 game. That's a 2024. They did really well there. And then the very first game that we had in 2025, Skystead Ranch. That was the first new game that we played in 2025. I bet a lot of you do not even remember that we played Skystead Ranch. I barely remember that we played Skystead Ranch in 2025. Again, didn't really do all that well because it's a completely different kind of game, and YouTube just does not like it when I play completely different kinds of games on the channel. They're like, no. Because again, YouTube's just kind of mean like that. That's just kind of the way that they run. Will Bettermart get more attention in 2026? I struggle with Bettermarts because every time I get into Bettermart, they change something massively on me, and then it sets me 3 steps back again. So that's kind of where I am. I have a love-hate relationship with Bettermart. I love the game, but I hate the fact that they keep on like setting me 3 steps back every time they do an update. So that's kind of where I am with Bettermart at this point in time. So yeah, Skystead Ranch. I vaguely remember that game. Yeah, you were on this island and it was all kind of like barren and you had to like find animals and stuff in order to make it better. But yeah, not much else happened with it. Demonetized for talking about it. And then after that, we had City Garden Harvest, which that was also something we had started in 2024, so it's not a 2025 game. That was a fun one. I think they actually released that. I think so, but I don't remember all that well. You weren't a fan of Skyset Ranch? I liked it, but again, it just didn't do all that well on the channel. It's just, again, if it deviates from a simulator, it just goes, and YouTube's like, no, we're not going to show it. We don't care. It's just YouTube is it's finicky like that. I want to say something else, but I'm not going to. So yeah, more Laundry Store, Grand Mall, more Grand Mall. Here's what I'm going to say is our first janky game of the year that we played, Electronic Market Simulator, which the demo of that game lasted about 10 minutes. And as you can see, this episode lasted 15 minutes, and I think that we ran the demo twice when we played that. I don't know if this game ever actually released after we did that demo. But yeah, I'm putting that up as like, let's see, I'm going to go with top 5 janky that I actually did videos on. Because there's going to be ones that we played, or that I played, and I didn't even do a video on it, so those aren't going to get included. Markets Sim 2025. That's going to go in my top 5 janky list. Because that one was a janky thing. So yeah, we'll put that on there as number 1 in the janky. More laundry store, more grand mall, toy shop simulator. Believe it or not, that was a 2025 game. I really enjoyed Toy Shop Simulator. That's going to definitely go here. It's going to probably get bumped out by the time we get done. But that's definitely on my top 5 list in 2025. The main trouble I had with that game is that it got to be a real bear with everything in terms of the storage, and I don't think they ever fixed it. And that was why I stopped playing it, was because it got to the point where when your store got too big, trying to manage everything in the back room and storage became almost unbearable. And they never made the restockers actually work the way that they were supposed to work. And I think that there was a time that I did an episode of it and I had stuff that I had in the back that got thrown into the void. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. So that was about the end of it. But it was fun while it lasted, and immensely popular. Immensely popular. So 6,400 views for the first view, 208 likes, and 2 dislikes, because that's always the way it is. There's always that. E-commerce simulator 2025. This is actually going to go ahead of this. So e-commerce sim 2025. This game was a janky mess. An absolute janky mess this game was. Yeah, Supermarket Sim was 2024. That was early 2024. That was the game that made the channel. Supermarket Simulator. If not for that game, I don't know where we'd be. That game definitely made the channel. This game was an absolute janky mess. I played an hour of it and I'm like, oh, just please let it be over. This one might take it as the number 1. There are going to be a couple later, but this one was not good. Oh, I guess I should put demos down, because these were demos. So there we go. Leading right now. Xander Burns, how you doing? I think you might be behind on the feed. I think you're behind. So I hope that Xander can catch up. But yeah, I think you might be behind there. So Coin Pusher King, how you doing? What is the goal for 2026? Get to level 200 on Hypermarket Simulator. If they go up to level 200, I'll cry first, but we'll probably keep going with it. I think that by Friday, January 2nd, we should have level 100 done. I think that that's going to be our Friday live stream, is getting up to level 100 on Hypermarket Simulator. That is the plan. Because I've got us to the point where my next episode is going to push us to level 97. That episode should come out tomorrow. And then Friday, we'll do the live stream to get to level 100. I'm going to call that now. Friday's live stream, Hypermarket Simulator, level 100. We're going to make that happen. Electronic Market did release. Wow, that game was a nightmare as a demo. That much I know. Coffee Express. This was interesting because this is a cozy game. We will get the 100%. We will do it on Hypermarket. Not to fear. We will do that. This is interesting because this game was a cozy game and it actually did well. I don't remember that much about it, but it was a fun game from what I remember of it. And we did a first look of it, and then I think we did another couple episodes of it. But that was a fun one, and again, pretty popular. Pretty popular. Yeah, I promised level 100. 100% is a goal that doesn't make sense in that game right now, because 100% is like get to level 120 or something, and there's no reason to play to level 120 when nothing new happens after level 100. So now if they add more achievements and stuff to get us up to where we have to get to level 120, then we'll 100% it. But for right now, we're going to go to level 100 and be done until they put in the new stuff. More toy shop, more laundry store, more toy shop. Internet Cafe Simulator 2025. We did a couple episodes of this. From what I remember, it was pretty fun, but we didn't do a whole lot with it after that. It was your just we it was kind of like the internet cafe simulator that we played back in 2024. It was almost like a spitting image of it. The one where it was supermarket and internet cafe simulator 2024. For every ding you get a swing. That game. This one was, it was pretty similar. No, Coffee Express was not Broken Muffin Collision. That was Coffee Simulator, which was in the lives. Coffee Shop Simulator was Broken Muffin Collision. That was so awesome, Broken Muffin Collision. Um, but yeah, that was not the coffee shop game. That was not the Coffee Express game. Those were different. But I remember Broken Muffin Collision very, very well. That was hilarious. Good old Broken Muffin Collision. When in doubt, you've got that. Yeah, so Internet Cafe, car dealer simulator, that was the prologue of it. I am really kind of bummed because I never heard from these guys when they actually released their game. I was hoping that they were going to offer me a key for it, and I never heard from them. And that kind of bummed me out because I remember hearing from those guys when they like did the prologue, or at least I thought I remembered hearing from those guys when they did the prologue, but I never did hear from them when they actually released the game, so I didn't cover it. And yeah, I could have bought the game. I absolutely could have bought the game. I know I could have bought the game and covered it. I figured they were going to send me a key for it, and for whatever reason they didn't. So I never covered it. I enjoyed it in the prologue and later on in the demo, but never played the actual version of it after that. So, Jeremy Jones, how you doing? Hypermarket is how you found me. That is awesome. I appreciate that very, very much. And Alyssa Boyd, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Car Dealer Simulator was a fun game. I just wish that I would have heard from them when they released it. Yeah, I know Austin's been playing it. A bunch of people played it, but for whatever reason, I just didn't. I don't even think there was a key available on like Keymailer or anything like that. So it was weird. I might have even reached out to him and asked him about it, and I don't think they ever got back to me. So very, very strange. Aloft, here is the quintessential example of a game that is really kind of different than things that we have on the channel, and as a result, it is an absolute flippin' dud on the channel. Just an absolute dud. It was a popular game. A lot of channels covered it, did really well on a lot of channels. This channel, nothing. I mean, it was a fun game. I remember it, but just nothing. Nobody was a fan of it. Nobody. So I think we did the first look and that was it. I mean, for a first look to get 732 views, that was, yeah. They're just things that do not do well on the channel. That was one of them. So that's the way YouTube is, man. They like it when you do things that are in your wheelhouse, and when you get outside your wheelhouse, they're like, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Have I heard of Sandwich Simulator? I don't think so. Does not sound familiar. I don't. Yeah, there's so many games that are around food. They all kind of blend together. So, but I don't think I've heard of that one. More Toy Shop, Alien Market Simulator. That was a fun one. I mean, we played it a bit when it came out in early access, but didn't go that far with it because it was. I mean, it's certainly not going to be the top 5, but it was an interesting game. I mean, it was Supermarket Simulator in space. It was kind of like Gas Station Simulator in space almost, because you had all kinds of different things you had to do. You had like fill up like space gas, and you had to take care of the bathrooms, and you had to do this and that, and the other thing, and also run a supermarket in space. It's like Subway. I've not seen that one. So yeah, this it was kind of neat. Top sellers. This is interesting because top sellers, the demo. You thought the demo was better than the early access. I remember I played a little bit of the early access, but never got that far into it. So we'll see it later. But yeah, we didn't do too much of it. Top sellers. This was actually another 2024. This game ended up turning into Biztopia later on down the road. So it was interesting because when they changed it to Biztopia, it turned into a completely different game at that point. Completely different game. So, sneaky cheeky, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful new year. Thank you very much for everything in 2025. I really, really appreciate it. Um, and no spoilers on how the new year is going to be. I appreciate that. Take care of yourself. So, yeah, this game turned into Bistopia and completely didn't about face, which was very, very strange. So let's go this way. I wish they allowed you to sort this. Can you sort this the other way? You can. Oh, shoot. Well, heck, if I had known that, I would have done this to start. Don't mind me as I scroll a few times. This is everything we did in 2024, real fast. Fast forward. Fast forwarding real fast through 2024. All the things that we did there. So many things we did in 2024. Man, it was a busy year then. Are we almost there? Are we almost there? Almost there. There we go. Now we're there. Now we're caught. Got it. A very quick 2024 recap. There it was. Done. More car dealer. Beth Jesus, that was another one that we started in 2024, continued in 2025. Farmer Shop Simulator. Does this go in my janky list? No, this isn't going to go on my janky list. I don't think it's going to go on my janky list. No, you know what? I think it's going to go on my janky list. I'm going to put that on my janky list. What was that called? Farmer Shop Sim? Yeah, I'm going to put that in my janky list because the way that some of the people act in that game was really weird. I mean, you had the police stealing from your shop. That made no sense. That's why that game goes in my janky list. It was basically Supermarket Simulator, but on a farm. And you grew stuff, and you had police that stole from your store. Why? Why would the police steal from your store? Go ahead and naughty corner me for that. I don't care. I'm fine with that. Why are the police stealing from your store? They're the police. That was not the spinning chicken game. That was one that we did in 2024, and we only played the demo of it. I don't think that they ever released the full game, but I know which one you're talking about. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember which one you're talking about. We're still in January, and 3 of the 5 janky slots filled in. Yeah, I mean it'll move, but yeah, we're filling them in for now. Will we ever come back to Supermarket Sim in 2026? Probably not. I can't imagine we will, because by then that game's already going to be 2 years old, and I don't really have much else that I could do with it. That's the trouble. I'd have to like almost restart the entire darn thing, and I don't think I'm going to do it. I just don't. It was a heck of a ride, but I think it's pretty well played out now. So I don't think we're going to come back to that one. I'm pretty sure not. Libratopia, that was a fun one. That was a game about like running your own library and basically just making recommendations to people all the time. They come in wanting a certain kind of book. You'd have to see whether or not you had the book. If so, you'd give them the book. So it's basically run your own library. Kind of neat, but we didn't do too much with it. Did a couple episodes of it. More farmer shop, more Libratopia, more laundry store, more toy shop. Shoe store simulator. Yeah, Supermarket Sim has definitely had its season. It definitely has. Shoe Store Simulator. This is another game by Ox Games. The only trouble that I have with games by Ox Games is that they release a game and then they just completely walk away from it, with the exception of Candy and Toys. That's like the only game that they released and they actually came back and did more with the game. But most of their games, they release it and then it's gone and just in the ether. And Shoe Store Simulator was no different. They released the game, and then just kind of walked away from it. They left it as it was and moved on to I don't even know what after that. I don't think that they did much after that. There. So, Farming Simulator game you just mentioned, I thought I would want to get that when it was announced, but I don't think, like you, it's very weird. Let's see. Ryan Minora, which one are you talking about? They've done some updates. Will I go back to it? Oh, which one do you mean? I'm not sure which one you mean there. So you can fill me in about which one you mean there. I can't remember what I said a minute ago. So I'll have to, you can fill me in on that one. Am I going to come back to Better Mart? I don't know if I will. like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with Bettermart because every time I get into Bettermart, they change it drastically. So I don't know. I'm really torn with that one. Libertopia. Oh, I don't know because again, this game is like a year old, so I don't know if I'm going to go back to it because that one was literally from the beginning of 2025. So I don't know if I will. I'm going to say probably not, just because it was that far back. I mean, it was kind of neat, but I don't think I'm going to go back to it. So yeah, I think that's kind of where I am with that one. So Petra Tech, have a wonderful, wonderful time. Enjoy all your chores. And we'll see you later. If we're around, we will see you later. If not, have a very, very happy new year. Um, Similar game to Rental Store Sim that's coming out in Steam in March 2026 is Retro Rewind. I'm looking forward to that one. I've heard of that one. So I think that one will be a fun one for sure. So, Rye, you should play Libertopia. You could have that on your channel. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a good one for you. I know. That'd be great. Farmer Shop, Pub Sim. I really enjoyed the heck out of Pub Sim. I was really, really bummed to hear that. I mean, because First Impact Games, he came in on a lot of the videos for this one. I mean, I'm going to temporarily put it in my top 5, but I don't think it's going to stay there. But we'll put it on the top 5 list. I don't think it's going to stay there. I might even put it in front of Toy Shop. I don't think it's going to stay in the top 5 when we're done. But that game, they unfortunately, it was 2 people who developed that game, and they lost their funding. So, going to say lights and high five to you, so you can have those. High five. Yeah, those guys, they lost their funding, and so as a result, the game kind of went dormant, and that was a bummer because they were on the cusp of something that was really going to be really good, and then they couldn't do any more with it, and that was such a shame. Because I had a real fun time with that game. That was the game where I famously have a Twitch clip where I told Cozy that she was right and I was wrong. And it's still out there on Twitch for everyone to see. So if you want to see me admitting to Cozy that she was right and I was wrong, twitch.tv/Rusty Champaign and look in the clips there, and you will find a clip of me playing Pub Sim and telling Cozy that she was right and I was wrong. So that can go there. So Corner Kitchen, we'll get to that one for sure. Your favorite clip. I wonder why, Cozy. I have no idea why. Candy and Toys Store, that was one. Again, they've had an update to that game. That was a 2024 game. She plays that clip every morning. When she wakes up, she goes out there, plays that clip, just to remind her of the fact that she's right and I'm wrong. So, every darn day. Did it go viral? It did not. I've never had anything that went viral. So I don't know if I'll ever have anything that goes viral. I'm not a viral guy, I don't think. I'm a steady Eddie dude. I don't think I'm ever going to have anything viral. If I did, it would surprise me. Check in. This was another one that was kind of interesting. It was like a tetrahedral hotel building game where you had to like get rooms that fit into certain spaces. It was kind of fun. It was a little bit different than what was expected. And they used some music they had to add a license for it. So it's part of her daily affirmations. I love it. Every day, Cozy hears, "You were right, I was wrong." She hears that every morning. So yeah, this was I would recommend checking out this game if you like games that are kind of like, it's not really a simulator. It's you play individual days, and you've got to build a hotel from the ground up, and you have these rooms that only fit certain ways, and then you have guests that you have to put in those rooms. I'm trying to think of what it compares to. It was a fun game though. I would definitely recommend that one for sure. Do I think it will play Pizza Shop Sim? Is that the one where it's a multiplayer game? If so, I don't think so. I mean, I think that's one that I've heard people say that you can play it single player, but it's not nearly as good. So I don't think so, just for that reason. I think that's the one. I think I remember who that is. And I think the developer reached out and actually sent me a key for it, but I don't think I will because it seems like it's more of a multiplayer game than it is a single player one. And it seems like it's pretty similar to other games that we played at the same time. Yeah, Pizza Restaurant Together. I think that's the one that Robert's talking about. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, check in. I would definitely recommend that one. If you enjoy games about like building and it's a more of a puzzly style game, but it was pretty fun. Farming and Supermarket Simulator. Not gonna be in my top five, but it was we played a lot of that, and again, immensely popular. Almost 10,000 views for that one. Um, I think that the trouble I had with that game again was they never quite got the restockers to work right in that game, and I played it. We played this one pretty deep, but eventually it fell off just because dealing with the restockers got to be too much of a challenge, and it just I just didn't want to keep going with it and having to fight the restocker issues all the time. So, but yeah, a fun game. I don't think it's going to be in the top five though. Office Simulator, we already talked about this one. 25,000 people watched this, almost 500 likes for this goofy demo about us being an intern for this company. Something about Office Simulator just set YouTube a little bit on fire. And we'll see that more when we actually get to the early access version of it. But yeah, we played a couple episodes of the demo, had fun with it. I don't think I'm going to go back to that now that they released it, though, honestly. Because I saw that they did a full release of it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go back to it, though. It got a little bit samey, and that was the only issue that I had. So I don't know. It just didn't feel like it was good to keep playing over and over and over again. It didn't feel like you were ever really advancing the plot. That was the main trouble I had. The idiot intern. That was it. So that's a game that brought me to your channel. Really? Lisa, how you doing? Office Simulator brought you here. Wow. That's cool. I don't think I've ever had anyone say that. And Amiga Man, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well too. So, more toy shop, more candy and toys. Cafe Mart Simulator. Oh, another one that was really, really popular. The really popular demo. Oh, but man, it's the restockers in that game so frustrating. And the fact that they never had a storage room so frustrating. I know they've also had an update to this game recently that I probably should take a look at. But it was just it was like you couldn't get anything to fit in storage right, and they didn't actually have a storage area. It was basically Supermarket Simulator plus a cafe. And for the longest time, you didn't have anybody who could run the cafe for you. And then they finally added someone who could do that. And it's like, yay! But then the storage didn't work right. And it's like, ah! They just, I feel like they never got that one completely right. So, but again, I know they had an update to it here recently. I didn't check the update out though. So, Pub Sim, Grand Mall, Alien Market, Hardware Store Simulator. That was an interesting demo. It was a simulator with collisions. So you could collide with other people and everything on the shelves could collide. You could knock the shelves over and everything could fall off the shelves. So yeah, the boxes did not snap to the storage racks. It was horrible. It was the worst thing. It was so bad. So frustrating that was in that game. But yeah, Hardware Store Simulator. It was a goofy looking game. Everyone looked completely cartoony, and it was it was hardware store. So it was like your typical market simulator, but you could collide with everything. You could collide with other people. You could collide with the shelves. You could collide with your products. Kind of interesting. So, more Beth Jezos. Again, that was 2024. Supermarket Together. Oh, what do we have? Let's see. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Pittsburgh gal. Oh, I've got a. Let's see. Was there gifted subs? Subs got gifted here. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Let me swing this out a little bit. I didn't expect that to happen. Pittsburgh gal. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. On the Twitch side, awesome. So on the Twitch side, Glotz, Mean Wolf, Tony, and Amethyst Neon are all subscribers on the Twitch side. Thank you so much, Pittsburgh gal. That is got a level 2 hype train. Not like that ever happens for me all that much. But that is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Cafe Simulator. People that come in just stand at the door, at least on yours, but now all of them go before they go to the cafe. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Did I ever try Forklift Simulator? I heard of it, but I did not try it. Amiga Man bought that game and played 20 minutes of it. Supermarket Together, that was when we restarted it in 2025. Astronomics, another game. I really enjoyed this game, but again, didn't fit the channel. So we didn't go that far with it because and again, it's a little bit too different, and because of that, no one really saw it. I mean, we had that many that saw it on a first look, but for a first look, that's not that great. And so yeah, just fun game, but different from what we normally play. And as a result, YouTube said, nah, YouTube, why are you like that? So that's what we had there. It's a fun game though. It's like, mining on planets and avoiding baddies on planets as you do it. So I definitely recommend it. Mining, upgrading your own area to get more and more products and stuff like that. It was fun. Just didn't fit the channel. Food Park Manager. That was an interesting one. That was more of a how to describe Food Park Manager. I don't know. It was you set up different. You basically in a Mountain Dew for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You basically you were in like this city square, and you would like buy food stands to put in the city square, and you had to like keep them stocked over the course of the day, and you had recipes that you had to keep tweaking. So you had to get the recipe right, and then if you got the recipe right, people would like give you a thumbs up for it and stuff like that. And it wasn't quite a simulator game. It was a little bit more tycoonish. Kind of fun, but I didn't play it as much. But kind of fun. So, and it was a top-down game. It did have a top-down look, which was kind of neat. Valet Simulator. That game was a little weird. And over the course of time, they made the game better, but it was like the number 2 game of the year in terms of popularity. So yeah, 30, almost 34,000 people watched that video. 545 likes. Crazy for Valet Simulator. People love watching you park cars. We played a lot of it. Like I said, the game got better as it went on, but there were some things about the game that were frustrating. But it was kind of, it was one of the first ones you streamed. I remember that. It was like when you were first getting into things, you did that one. So, man, those were the days. Supercar Collection Simulator. This is it was very similar to TCG Card Shop, but with supercars. It was one of those games where you run a store, you collect cars. The cars are different rarities, and you try and get the rare ones. We never played that one all that much because again, it was very similar to TCG Card Shop. Same kind of deal. Wasn't that the one with the trees scattered through town? I think so. Food Park Manager or the trees scattered through town. I don't know if you're talking about Valet or if you're talking about Food Park Manager. It was the voiceless Cozy. I remember that. Yeah, that was back before there was the Cozy voice. When everything that you had was all just gameplay and no commentary. So the trees scattered through town. Oh yeah. That was I know what you're talking about. Valet Simulator, where you've got decor points for putting up more and more trees. So we basically just slam trees all through the place in Valet Simulator. Yeah.
Yeah, you play Streets for XP. That's what happened there. I remember that now. Ale Abbey, vaguely remember that one. Not enough to say too much more about it. Vaguely remember it. So, Recycling Simulator, this is a really fun one, but it's a 2024. You remember me playing Cafe Mart? Yeah, that was back early last year. Recycling Simulator, Recycling Center, like I said, very, very fun game, but it's a 2024 game, so it doesn't count. Cinema Simulator, oh, very popular. This was the game where you could keep on bopping people over the head if they did bad things. We played this one pretty deep. Just yeah, run your own movie theater, add more screens, add more movies, fill your snack bar up, fill your drink machines up, get people to work the whole thing. Put up a whole bunch of decor. If people do bad things, you smack them over the head. If people don't do bad things, you smack them over the head. Put up a drive-in theater, the whole 9 yards there, the whole shebang on that one. Candy Shop Simulator demo. We came back and we played the early access version of that. That one, that's not going to go on the janky list. I don't think it wasn't really janky. It just wasn't really good. This is one by Games Incubator, and I don't think it. Yeah, that one just it didn't hit all that well. Yeah, just run your own candy shop, cook your own stuff, and decorate it, and then sell it. But it just the day never ended. So you were basically stuck in the same day all the time. So yeah, you never went from day to day. You're just in a day, and the shop was just always open. It was a little janky. You know what? That might actually make the list of janky. We'll put that on there. Oh, I keep on forgetting it's here. So this might be at the bottom. Candy Shop Simulator. Put that at the bottom of the janky list because it was not as janky as the others. We'll put that there on number 4. Recycling Simulator. Parcel Simulator. This is going to definitely go in my top 5. Do I put it above these? I'm going to. I'm going to put Parcel Simulator on top of that. I'm going to put that up there. Janky means that it's a game that just it's clunky. It's just got things about it that just don't necessarily work right. It doesn't flow the way that it should. It's janky. It's just a little bit. Well, I can't think of a better way to put it than that. So, yeah, Parcel Simulator. Love this game. Love it, love it, love it. Even though this was the game where I had my gigantic rant. So I think I will forever be known for my gigantic rant on that one. Motel Manager Simulator. This was actually from 2024. Cafe Manager Simulator. We actually came back and played this more. My Cafe Manager. We came back and played this more when it came in early access. Cafe Simulator, but you upgrade your machines by getting cards for them. And basically improving them through like cards. It was all to me. This one almost felt more like a mobile game than an actual PC game. Kind of weird, because you had to literally upgrade each of your individual pieces of equipment, and they would be different from each other. So you'd have to buy a shelf and constantly keep upgrading the shelf by getting cards for it. It was kind of weird. So, yeah, it's Lone Wolf. Recycling Simulator was one of my favorites, and How I Found You. Oh, that's awesome. I love that game. I really, really do. So they'd updated a couple of times, and they got a Christmas update, so we'd be sending off gifts to other customers or wherever. Is that for Cafe Manager? I'm guessing, or are you talking? Oh, or you're probably talking about Parcel, perhaps. Could be one or the other. Sports renovations. I really like this one. It was story based. It's kind of like a construction simulator kind of game, except you're doing renovations instead. I liked it. We didn't go as far with it as we could have because I don't know, it got to be um tricky to keep doing live streams of it, I guess. I don't know. You could only really do it as a live stream. You couldn't do it as an episode because the renovations took too long. Kind of fun though. But yeah, we didn't go with it as far with it. Oh yeah, this is the one where everything was in either Illinois or Michigan, even if it was in a different state. So everything was Michigan. That now. And Foxdog89, welcome to Rusty Champaign. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, everything in that game was in Michigan, even if it wasn't in Michigan. Wisconsin was Michigan, Illinois was Michigan, everything was Michigan in that game. So Parcel Simulator, yeah. I didn't check out the update for that one. Cargo Delivery Simulator, I vaguely remember that. Vaguely, couldn't tell you much of anything about it. I think it was, we ran a cargo shop. Pretty popular, but I don't remember too much about it other than that. So, Richard Hollenbeck, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Roadcraft, this is one of those AAA games that was never, ever, 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 ever going to do well on this channel. Ever. I don't know how well it actually ended up even doing when it released. This game, I feel like it had some issues, but I don't know. I mean, we played the demo of it, and that was it. But it, again, just never was going to do anything on the channel. I'm surprised that the demo actually did as well as it did. Because and again, 49 likes. That's how you can tell that something's not doing all that well. If it only got 49 likes, that's a sign that it was like, yeah, not a lot of engagement. So yeah, it's a AAA title that was never going to happen on this channel. So yeah, it might have been an interesting one to play on my own. So it did decently. Yeah, that was one that I thought I had heard that there might have been issues with it, but maybe I'm thinking of something else, to be honest. So Corner Kitchen Fast Food Simulator. This will go in my top 5, but it's not. It's going to probably end up getting bumped out. I think I might put it. I'm going to put it there. I don't know if it's going to stay in the top 5, but we're going to put it there for now. Played a heck of a lot out of it. Taking a break, boss. We're out of things. Oh, we're out of this. Gotta do this thing. Game frustrated me to no end because of the way that the restockers worked. It just, the workers were idiots at times. I guess it's probably like running a fast food joint. I don't know. Fun, but frustrating. I saw that JMXP just restarted this one and is doing massive, massive things with it, which is awesome. But yeah, it was definitely, I need to restock as soon as possible. Yeah. So I guess maybe this was actually a 2024 game because I see oh no, it must not be. The Corner Burger joint is back. I wondered if that was a demo in 2024. I don't know. So Cafe Mart, Car Mechanic Shop Simulator. Yeah, it was a game that had nothing to do with actually being a car mechanic. There's nothing there about being a car mechanic. False advertising, I tell you. That was the one with the employees that kept taking breaks all the time. Yeah, the car mechanic was basically like Supermarket Simulator, except you sold car parts. There's nothing about being a car mechanic in this game. Very disappointed in that. I was really hoping you'd be able to do stuff to repair cars, and you didn't. Road Food Simulator. This one has to go in my top 5, janky. I vaguely remember it. It might go above that. I think it actually goes above this. It's going to go to number 3, Road Food Simulator. It was so weird. This was the demo, but yeah, I mean, the employees only said the customers only said one or two things. This was like a strange version of Fast Food Simulator. I know that they constantly updated it as time went on, but I did the demo and I'm like, and never did anything with it after that. It was kind of weird. So, Bank Simulator, immensely popular. 36,000 people watched that. 500 likes for running a bank. One of the most boring jobs that there is, running a bank. and everybody wanted to see it. So, and they came back and watched when we did the early access version of it as well. So, oh yeah, yeah, and Corner Kitchen, they can deliver to the back or the front. I remember that. So, Junkie, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care of yourself. Happy New Year to you. We will see you again very, very soon. Did I break the game in Road Food Sim? I honestly don't remember if I did or not. I honestly can't remember. I could have. As far as I know, maybe I did, but I honestly don't remember if that was the one or not where I did. So, Corner Restaurant now includes online orders and runners. I think last time I played it, they may have had online orders. Or maybe not. I don't know. And Matthew Denicola, how you doing? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need to go a little bit faster here because I'm only in March. So let's zip through here a little bit quicker. Bank Simulator, Laundry Store, Corner Kitchen. What's on the menu? Another top-down one that's more like a tycoon style game. Did good? I remember it vaguely. Yeah, it's a top down, and you ran a restaurant, and you had to hire people for all different areas of the restaurant, and it was you were kind of like a race against time. So not really a simulator kind of game. Again, more like a puzzly tycoony style game. So played a few episodes of it, had a fun time, but it didn't go that well with it. So Rap House, that's coming up. That's further along in 2025, I do believe. So we'll get there. Shop Life Simulator, I vaguely remember this. I don't know if this game ever released. I think it was like a supermarket simulator, but you were running almost like a convenience store. Kind of neat, but I don't ever remember seeing it become anything more than a demo. But yeah, just run a store, but like a convenience style store. That's what we had there. Scrap Dealer Simulator, vaguely remember. Vaguely. So couldn't tell you that much. I think it was, you had a whole bunch, like you're in a recycle yard and you had stuff that you had to turn into different parts of scrap and then do other stuff with it. Yeah, not too much. Can't remember too much about that one. Liquor Store Simulator, I think, has to go in my top 5. And then look at that. There's Rap House Simulator right there. Liquor Store Simulator, I think, goes into the top 5. Where would I put it? Where would I put Liquor Store Simulator? Would I put it above Corner Kitchen? Would I put it below it? Let's put it there. And then I've got Rap House. It's going to be right behind it. Where would Rap House go? Would I play Rap House above Pub Sim? Would I play it above Parcel? Would I play it above all of those? Where would I put Rap House? Huh, that's hard. That might have to go to the new number 1. I mean, there's going to be a lot of fluctuation in here, but we're going to put that as the new number 1 there, I think. We had a lot of fun with Rap House. That was like one of the first ones that me and Austin played that led to the infamous twerking incidents. So, Shop Life Sim is in early access. I have no recollection of that one going there. I think it had fallen off my radar by then. So yeah, Liquor Store Sim, we still do stuff with that one to this day. Rap House Sim, know that one very, very well. One of our favorites, for sure. Rental Store Sim, kind of interesting, kind of weird. Everything in the game was dark. I remember that. It was like you're running your own rental store, your own video rental store, basically. So Toy Shop Sim out of the top 5. It's gone. It's still in the top 10, but it's gone. So yeah, this was one like you're running your own Blockbuster, but kind of strange, and everything was very dark. Let's see. Beth Jezos, more Rap House. Okay. More rental store. Alchemist Shop. We played a couple by this developer, I want to say. Kind of neat. It was like a simulator with a story. Did pretty good, but yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, it was a simulator game, but it had like stories and you had quests that you had to do for people. And then there was another one we played later called Pirate Cove Simulator. Both, I believe, the same developer. kind of fun, but we never went that well with it. So Plant Nursery Simulator, now that has to go in my top 5. I love Plant Nursery Simulator. This was a fun game. I think I would actually put that. Oh, do I put that number 1? Would I play that over Rap House? I would play that over Rap House. I would. I love Plant Nursery Simulator. I should have played that more than I did. Such a fun game. I really love Plant Nursery Simulator. It's going to be my temporary number 1. So it's just a nice, cute, cozy game. It played well. Just lots of fun. It just kind of started dying off on the channel, and fewer people watched it. And I think that's why I stopped playing it. So I shouldn't have, because I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. I should have seen that one through more. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to pick that one up again. It was a fun time. Talton Gamer, how you doing? Great to see you. Yeah, Plant Nursery was, that was such a fun game. It was really a good game. It's a well put together game. Really a fun time. Cafe Mart, Rap House, Toy Shop, More Shoe Store, Beth Jezos, Plant Nursery, Alchemist Shop, Shoe Store, Rental Store, Rap House. Office Simulator Prologue. So when the demo wasn't enough, they came out with the prologue of the same game. Didn't do as well as the demo, but still 7,300 people came out and watched me play the prologue of a game where I'd already played the demo. So yeah, great game with great updates, Plant Nursery. Clean Twin demo. This game is like Power Wash Light. I remember that one. So yeah, you were cleaning. It was like Power. Yeah, it's Power Wash Light. That's the best way to put it. They put you in this big room. Everything's dirty. You got to clean everything, but stuff can move around. It was neat. But again, as a first look, 1,600 views didn't do all that great. As did Power Wash, unfortunately. So, but it was fun. Oh, it's Alton. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you get better soon. So, car repair. I'm still looking forward to this one whenever it comes out. It's a Polish game, and I think it was like called Auto Fuszerka or something like that in Polish. I probably completely butchered that. But yeah, it was like running your own car repair place in Poland. And all of the stuff. Yeah, fixing cars in 1990s Poland. Very interesting concept. That one was. Better Marts. I mean, Better Mart's got to go into the top 5. I don't know how I don't put Better Mart in the top 5. Well, where do I put it? I think it's got to go. I think it goes here. I think it goes to number 4. Like I said, love Better Mart, but got frustrated as all get out. Clean Twin is not on Steam yet. They may not have actually released that one. They may have just done the demo of that, and that was it, possibly. Love Better Mart, but it frustrates the heck out of me. Because every time I try and do something, they update it. Which is great that they keep updating the game, but if you're too far back, you're just caught in this loop of catching up with all the new things that they added. So, yeah. But a fun game, obviously a fun game. We still play it to this day. Fuel Harvest Together, kind of interesting. Drill for fuel. Go to different fuel places, drill and get fuel and sell it to gas stations in this big circle on this small map. Kind of weird. Don't think I'd call it janky, but kind of weird. This one might be one of my most hilarious games of 2025, Conveyor Belt Sushi Simulator Prologue. You run your own conveyor belt sushi shop. It's a real thing. It's absolutely a real thing, but just a hilarious concept of a game. So Fuel Harvest Together is what drew all the people from Texas. That's what it was. Yeah. Here you run your very own conveyor belt sushi store. Again, I don't know if that game ever actually released, but it was a fun concept as a demo, as a prologue. So yeah, and Fuel Harvest Together, they do have an early access version of that one. That one did finally release. I remember. I didn't play it, or I may have played a little bit of it, but it wasn't that big of a thing. But yeah, Conveyor Belt Sushi Store, love that. Deconstruction Simulator. I love this game. I don't know if it would go into the top 5. It'll probably make the top 10 list. Oh, but man, I almost feel like it needs to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to put it here. It's going to make the bottom of the top 5. Love the concept of the game. Just beat the snot out of houses. Take the stuff back home, sell it. It's a cool concept. I love games like this. They're just a lot of fun. Conveyor Belt Sushi still says coming soon. I wonder if that ever will actually happen. Because it's almost been a year now. I've got a bad feeling that it won't. So, according to Croissant Games, they are aiming for the Hypermarket Simulator update coming out next week at the latest. I will be at level 100 by then if it's next week. I will be there. I will be there. Yeah, I love Deconstruction Simulator. Again, not one that does that great on the channel, but I enjoy that one. Let's see. More. So Car Dealer Simulator demo. This was after we did the prologue. It came out as a demo because some games do that. Cinemaster. This goes into my top 5 of janky. Where does it go? Is it more janky? Oh, where does it go? It's got to go into the top 5. I'll put it there. Cinema. This is a game that I had real hopes because this is after I had played the other cinema game, and nothing in this game seemed like it worked right. It was like you had a cinema in a shopping mall, but there were so many things about the game that didn't work right. The workers didn't work right. It was a mess. It was just a mess of a game. We did a few episodes of it, but after I got to the mess, I'm like, I'm done. Out of here later. So, yeah. I had so many hopes for that game, and they unfortunately did not come out all that well. Farming and Supermarket Simulator Prologue. That one, I think, is the same Farming and Supermarket Simulator that we played later. That was one I was grateful to you for playing. We play games so you don't have to. Yeah. Cinemaster Cinema. Rusty Champaign plays this game so you don't have to play it. That was literally that. Liquor and Wine Shop Simulator. Again, game with a lot of... it was... I mean, I had hopes for it, but it didn't play all that well. Just run your own liquor store, similar to liquor store, but not as well as you run a liquor store. So it was like Liquor Store Simulator, but nowhere near as good. What we had there. Pub Sim 1.0, that's when it finally came out in as the 1.0 version. Shopping Mall Manager Simulator. This, I think, goes into the top 5 of janky. This might go... Oh. Is there anything that's worse than e-commerce? Is this worse than e-commerce? I don't think so. But it was bad. Where to put that there? Shopping Mall Manager Simulator. If I remember right, that was one where you had to like run around the mall on a scooter, and nothing ever worked in that place all that well. It was just try and run a mall and not do it all that well. It was not all that good from what I remember. Bakery Cafe. This is like other cafe games. I mean, it kind of neat. Make your own coffee. Everything was dark. They updated the game as time went on. But yeah, make your own coffee, make your own pastries and stuff. I mean, a concept that we've seen in other ones. So, I mean, the demo did great. 12,000 people. I mean, that was awesome for sure. You didn't mind the Cinema Simulator, but it was a little crazy sometimes. I think they updated, but I'm not sure. Well, yeah, there was Cinemaster and then there was Cinema. There were 2 different games. And then later on, there was Ultimate Theater Simulator, which I did not play. I think because I got jaded by the other 2. But I know that came out late in 2025. Yeah, Bakery Cafe. It took them a while to get that one right. Because in the beginning, everything was dark, and it took them a few updates to finally get that one to actually hit and turn into something good. Tiger, how you doing? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Shopping mall. Why did I do another episode of that? I don't know. Rental store, pub sim, bakery, cargo shop simulator. Again, run a cargo store. This is the one where I think I broke the game. I'm pretty sure I broke the game in cargo shop, where we got to the point where we literally could do nothing else. It's almost like parcel simulator, but you're in a cargo shop instead, and you've got to do all the work, so you don't actually set up conveyors or anything like that. But yeah, you got to do a cargo shop, and you got to check everything about the cargo, make sure it all is right. And I think that's the one where we broke the game. Mall simulator has to be in the top 5. Got to be in the top 5, no doubt about it. Is it ahead of Plant Nursery? It might be. I think it's ahead of Plant Nursery. Mall simulator goes into the top 5. And I think it's my number 1. I think I put that, not for the year, but my number 1 so far. Mall simulator. And that was back when it was a demo. And even then, I mean, enjoyed it as a demo. Restaurant owner. Oh, restaurant owner. This is number 1 jank. Number 1. Absolutely number 1 jank. I remember this one vividly, because none of the workers in this game worked right. None of them. You'd have people that were supposed to be taking care of tables. They never did. The only people that worked right in that game were the cooks. But your waiters never worked right. Just a janky mess of a game. Janky mess. But 15,000 people watched the demo. So or the new release of it. So there's that. But yeah, oh, that was a janky mess of a game. Oh, man. Oof. Sunset Motel, another game. You got to run down motel, fix up room by room, run it as a motel. I think we actually played this one pretty much to the end. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of games like this because it's just the design of the rooms part that I'm not a fan of where you got to like design a room and come up with the design yourself. I suck at that, which is I think why I don't play more games like this, because any game where it's like you have free reign to design a room the way you want, it doesn't hit for me. So I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it was a neat game though. Food park grocery store. That's another game that it was a fun game, and I probably should have taken it further. I know Sea of Sims is now playing that one, and she's got a series that she's doing on this one. Yeah, Sunset Motel was the one with all the parties. All the weird parties that they had at the pool. I remember that now. Laundromat Manager Simulator, that was not janky. That was just a game. Yeah, it was laundry, but with more settings. Everything about that game was like so darn precise. It was a not fun laundromat. It was a laundromat if you didn't make it fun. Grocery Store was a 2024 game, but we're still playing it in 2025. We have not gotten to Coastal Kitchen. That is later in the year still. We're not quite there yet. Grand Mall Simulator, that was after they updated it. Restaurant owner, yeah, does anything work right in this place? Yeah, that's why it's my number 1 jank. Because I got to that second episode. If you want to see a game that's janky, go back and watch that episode. Restaurant owner, episode 2. Frustrating. So frustrating. Another one called Motel Renovator. Yeah, I think it's the same kind of a thing. Same kind of a concept. Where you have a motel and you fix it up. Junkyard Builder, another one that it was an interesting game, just didn't do all that well around here. You had a giant junkyard and you took random stuff, turned it into scrap, and you sold that off for things, and then, like, it worked to continue upgrading your junkyard. Probably should have played more of it than I did. I mean, it was fun from what I remember of it, but we didn't play a whole lot of it. So, and I don't know if it went too far after that. The Pub Life Simulator, this was like a worse version of Pub Sim. It was like Pub Sim, but not fun. It looked better. but it was pub sim, but not fun. So it felt empty. Everything about that game felt empty. It just didn't feel like it might even be in the top 5. No, it won't go in the jank list. Nah, it won't go in the jank list. But yeah, it was a not fun pub. It was a not fun pub sim. Supercar, we talked about that because we played the demo of it. Cargo Mall, Junkyard Builder, Blacksmith Shop Simulator. This one, I think, goes in the top 5 janky. I remember this one having some issues. Although I don't know if it's going to knock any of those out, so I might not worry about it. No, it's not going to knock any of those out. So I'm not going to worry about anything after the top 5. We'll just stick with that. So the only real difference between the motel and the hotel renovator is you don't cook anything, you just renovate everything. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, blacksmith shop, run a blacksmith, but everything was kind of odd. It didn't work all that well. I think that was another one that broke. I'm pretty sure we broke that one. I'm almost positive we did. Grocery store, mall, farming shop, junkyard, mall, grocery store, cargo. Yeah, the one where the game breaks. Cargo shop number 4, the one where we broke the game and could not do anything more with it. Old Market Simulator, that was actually a 2024 game that we came back and played again in 2025. Grocery Store Tycoon, that's a fun game if you like tycoon style games. I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of tycoon style games. Because it's another top-down kind of game, and it's a fun one. I know it's out there. I know it came into early access. I think we did a little bit of it in early access, so definitely recommend it if you like those style of games. Gecko Shop did nothing. It was just a simulator, a market simulator where you sell geckos. A very, very simple game. Nothing about the game was all that complex or anything. But yeah, it was a one and done. So there wasn't much to the game. That much I remember. So, and yeah, it didn't really do. Or maybe this is a different one. This might have been a different one. I can't remember. But whatever it was, it was a one and done. That much I remember. And there it is. The biggest game of the year, April 30th, 2025, Office Simulator, 76,118 views, 1,031 likes. The only video I've ever done that has over 1,000 likes on it. No other video I've ever done has 1,000 likes on it. So crazy. So crazy that one did as well as it did. I can't believe it. I don't know why it did that well. I mean, again, interesting game. It gets a little samey as you go on, but it's the best game of the year. I mean, in terms of views, 76,000. I don't know when I'm ever going to have another video that has 76,000 views. I'd love for that to happen, but I don't know when it's ever going to happen again. Every channel has their one video that is like their best video, and then nothing ever comes close. I've got a feeling Office Simulator might be that one on this channel. I mean, if I ever had something that did better than 76,000 views, I'd be elated, but I just don't see it. I wish I saw it, but I don't. So, yeah, I don't. That one was weird. So, I don't understand either, Cozy. Makes no sense to me. It was, again, interesting game, but I don't know why it did that well. I wish I did. Liquor store, mini racer car shop. This is a game by this is like the Bawalba Studios. So it was kind of like the hydroponics game that they made in 2024, but with mini cars. So everything was in chapters, and so you had to complete a chapter to move on, complete the next chapter, move on, complete the next chapter, move on. It is what you call an outlier. So yeah, this is Bawalba made this, and it's like, yeah, you've got stuff to do in a chapter, complete that, move on to the next chapter, and it's a simulator where you run a car shop. A mini racer car shop. Mini racer car shop. Night market simulator. Again, would that be in my top 5 janky? I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, that was that game was supermarket simulator, but at night, and it didn't work very well. So very, very odd game, that one. All right, here we go. Night market simulator, farming a supermarket. This is when with the restockers that didn't work. Car wash simulator. I'm still waiting for this game to come out in early access. We had fun with it. I think the developers stopped by and left some comments on this one. It was cool. Run your own car wash. Kind of fun. Good time. I mean, you washed it and you might put some wax on there. There was a lot to it. It was neat. So I'm hoping this one comes out. So probably why Sense got banned from the channel. Mini racer, liquor store, grocery store, sporting goods shop. I enjoyed this game. It's the same company that made Retail Company Simulator and Tobacco Shop Simulator. Led to an interesting, a very fun live stream with me and Austin, where he talked about how he never saw the Shawshank Redemption, and then a sound effect played right after that was hilariously timed. But it was very similar to the other games that we'd played from that company. Just this time set in a sporting goods shop. So still kind of neat. But it's a prologue. Did all right. Alien Market Simulator, that's when it came out as early access. Ramen Shop Simulator, this one was kind of interesting. I don't think I ever heard anything about this game after this. It was a run your own ramen shop, but I don't think there was anyone that was ever actually in there. So there was like very little that they had in the demo. And I don't know whether or not it ever actually came out after that. But yeah, you had this really, really small area that was a ramen shop, and it was everything felt like it was really tight. But it was like, run your own ramen store. Express Car Wash Simulator says it's coming soon in early access, and I think that they're still updating stuff on their Discord page, if I remember correctly. Mall Manager Simulator. I wonder if that. Oh no, this is the one. This is the one I'm thinking of. This is the one that I'm thinking of. That was janky. Still not as janky as others, but this is the one I was thinking of. Where you were on a scooter and nothing in the mall worked right. And it was a nightmare of a mall. This is one where you're actually in a shopping mall. The other one, you were like building the shopping mall from the ground up. So everyone had like storefronts that were just on pavement or in the dirt. That was the other shopping mall game. But yeah, this one, Mall Manager, was definitely in my top 5 jank. That was a nightmare of a game. I remember that. A not fun mall. Horse Farm. Oh man. Yeah, Horse Farm. Number 1. Yeah, the other one was where you had thieves near the bus stop. Horse Farm Simulator. This video it's funny. I would say to just watch it for the lulls. Horse Farm Simulator. Oh man. That game was so messed up. Horse Farm Janculator. This game was so messed up. Oh my gosh. It was just so funny. Oh man, nothing about that game worked right. Nothing. It was just, oh man, it was such a mess. Such an absolute fun mess of a game. Wow, yeah, that's number one. That one might be hard to beat. I can only think of one other one that might beat this one. One other one that might. But yeah. Which one was it again? You just go around the mall. You said instead of building from the ground up, unless they were both from the ground up. Which one did you just go around the mall? Mall Simulator was one. Yeah, Mall Manager Simulator, where you were on a scooter and you were like going from like store to store and hardly did anything in them, if I remember right. So Horse Farm Simulator. Yeah, this is bad. I'd say watch this just for the laughs because it was a mess. Hotel Architect, a fun, more Triple H kind of game, another top-down style game. I think that they've had other games that are like this. This is a more popular company. It didn't do as much for me, but it was. I mean, it was an interesting game. Again, I don't remember what company it is that makes these, but they made a few of these kind of games. And I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't necessarily my style of game. But top down, manage a hotel, try to meet a bunch of qualifiers that you need to meet in order to move on to the next hotel. Kind of interesting. Leaf blower, I really like that. I'm bummed that it doesn't do as well on the channel as it does. It's like a power wash but with leaves. I mean it's fun. I think it's short. I haven't played the full version of the full game. I haven't played all of the full game that came out. But it's like power wash but with leaves. I kind of liked it. YouTuber's Life, that one I didn't do a whole lot with it. I don't know exactly how to describe that one. I didn't play YouTuber's Life 1 or 2, so I got 3 and I'm like, oh, okay. But it was like it had like mini games and stuff. It was kind of interesting. Didn't really fit the channel all that well. Ramp House Simulator, we talked about. Bus Flipper Simulator. This is a house flipper, but with buses. Kind of neat. We didn't play the early access version of it, but it was kind of neat. But yeah, it's house flipper, but with buses. It was a fun time. I mean, if you like house flipper games, you'd like Bus Flipper, I would say. Figure Shop Simulator, that might be, nah, that's not going to be top 5. Or would it be? Would that be top 5? No, that's not going to be. Actually, you know what? It might be. I'll put that top 5. I'll put it number 5. It's not going to stay in the top 5, but it'll be number 5. Really had a fun time with Figure Shop. Liked it. Oh, you completed Leaf Blower? Yeah, it's a fun game. It's really a fun game. I need to play more of it. So Ramen Shop Simulator is coming out Q1 2026. Okay, I'll definitely be looking for that one when it comes out. Yeah, Figure Shop, we've played this one all the way through. I've loved all the changes they've made to the game to make it better. So I really enjoyed this one this year. Plenty of coverage. Trash Goblin, run your own store, kind of a puzzly kind of game. You get a piece of trash, you got to knock all the little bits off of it to get to the thing that's at the bottom. Take the thing, sell it to customers. Sometimes you get stuff that you can't sell, you put it into your inventory. Kind of a puzzly kind of game. So if you like games that are kind of a puzzle, that's kind of what this one is. I would say Wild West General Store. Oh, this guy has to go in the top 5, Jank. Oh, but where would it go? Would it? Is it above? Yeah, I think it's above Cinemaster. I think it is. Wild West Supermarket. I just, nothing. I mean, it was, yeah, Wild Supermarket Simulator in the Wild West in the original version of the game. All the prices were wrong, and the restocking never worked, and it was. I never really got the feel of this game. It's a supermarket sim in the Wild West. If you like supermarket sim style games and you want it to be in the Wild West and you want everything to be kind of like just faded out and pale colored and all that, this is the game for you. I would go with that one. You wanted that one to be good and it wasn't. Yeah, I know. I was hoping that one was going to be better. It was not. The one where Rusty freaked out about the window chicken. Yes, that's also a clip on the YouTube channel. I think I've got that. Yeah, it's definitely it's a clip here. Where is it? Here it is. Perhaps? She kicked over my window chicken. What? Wait a minute. What? Oh no, she didn't kick over the window chicken. She just moved it back here. Oh. No, where are you going with the window chicken? Wait a minute. Where are you going with the window chicken? Hey. Hey. Oh, she's just putting it here. Perhaps. And hence why it's in the top 5 of the janky list. For that very moment. Right there. For that very moment. Top 5 of the janky list. City Supermarket Simulator. Man, I wanted this game to be better than it was. This is the game that led to the Canzalone doing his impersonation of me saying lights. City Supermarket Simulator. where he did it on his and he's like, and there was and something like that. And it was hilarious when he did it, and then I did my rebuttal to him of how you actually say lights. It was great. I wanted this game to be better than it was, and it's a real shame they abandoned it. Because there were just some things about the game that did not work, and they did not fix them. And I'm really bummed about that. That game could have been a lot of fun, and they just did not put anything more into it. And I'm really sad about that, because that was a fun game. So much potential, and none of it realized. He also did that. Oh, yeah, that's right. In Plant Nursery, he said, rain. I remember that. He did that there, too. Paradise Beach, I think the most fun about this game was when me and Austin played it as a live stream multiplayer. This game's had a bunch of updates, and I've never gone back to it. Run your own beach, do all kinds of tasks on the beach. You got a whole bunch of people that come on the beach that want specific tasks done for them, and you've got to do those things for them to keep on progressing. A fun thing with me and Austin where he basically destroyed the island. But yeah, not necessarily my cup of tea. I rebutted in City Supermarket. Yes. Yeah, because I went back and I'm like, lights! Is that here? That's my shorts. Let's take a look in the shorts. Where was that short? Yeah. Where was it? Where was that short? Was it back here? Yeah, it was back here. Here it was. Yeah. I noticed. No, that's not what I asked for. Why are you giving me something other than what I asked for? You silly, silly thing. Let's try that again. I notice it is getting dark. So here we go. First time today. Let's do it. Here we go. Lights! And we got him in here too. That's awesome. Oh. Seriously, that cat is just so darn cute. Yeah. We did that one for cans. So, yeah, that game should have been so much better than it was. Oh, such a shame. Such a shame. Let's see. Where were we? Farming and Supermarket, Bank Simulator. Again, interesting game, but it's a boring game about banking. Banking is boring. So it gives you the feel of a bank to a T, because banking is boring. And, and that's what you got there. Diner Simulator, I very vaguely. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. This one was kind of weird because you were just in. It was a nice looking diner. I mean, everything about the game looked nice, but the game played very badly. And I don't know whether or not this game actually ever came out in early access. But yeah, everything was a race against the clock, and none of it played all that well. I don't feel like it missed the mark. Figurine shop, Supermarket Simulator, but with figurines, I want to say. So yeah, you had figurines, you could paint them, you could sell them. So I mean, it was in that line. Slime Store, Supermarket Simulator, but with slimes. This is a very, very simple game. And I think this is another one where we broke the game and he never fixed it. I'm pretty sure that we ran into that later. This was a fast food copy. It was a... Oops, that didn't... I don't even know if it was a copycat of fast food because it didn't even play anything like fast food. It was actually a lot more challenging than fast food, and it just never played all that well. So, um, oh yeah, Slime Store Simulator. Yeah, a very very simple kind of game. And again, there was something that we ended up breaking in the game, and they never fixed it. Then we had all the demos that came out as part of Next Fest, Cozy Market Simulator, Storekeeper, Hypermarket Simulator. This one is going to be in my top 5. It has to be in my top 5. Absolutely has to be in my top 5. Absolutely has to be there. For sure. No doubt about it. So yeah, we played that as a demo there. Make My Car, Bookshop Simulator. Oh, Bookshop Simulator would almost be in the top 5. Because we still play that one. Would it fall? Would it be? It might actually be above those. I think it would actually be there. I think I'd play that over Rap House because it doesn't frustrate me as much as Rap House does, and it's not nearly as slow as Rap House is. So yeah, I would put that there. Other demos that we played: Cozy Forge, Cargo Simulator. Oh, that was a weird cargo game. Just more another game. You got boxes, you got to ship boxes out. Just another one in a long list of them. I'd say Organic Burger Simulator was janky, but not top 5 janky. Build your own burgers, but you had to like go out and get the stuff from different places. I think we actually broke the game in one of the episodes, and then they fixed it so we couldn't break it again. Never really went that far with it. But yeah, just make your own burgers, sell them to customers, but you had to like do all the steps for making the burgers. It was kind of weird. Wholesaler Simulator, I vaguely remember this. Vaguely. If you were to tell me what this game was about, I couldn't tell you. No idea. Organic was just weird. And Wholesaler, I can't remember this one to save my life. Could not tell you. Mango's Fisharium was an interesting kind of game, an incremental game. If you like incremental games, there's a couple others that are like it. But yeah, if you like incremental games, this one would definitely be one to check out. You're like building your own fish aquarium, and it's got like tech trees that go all kinds of different directions, and you can like oh, I can't think of the word. You can basically like start everything over and get more powerful, and then ascend, start over, get more powerful, ascend, start over, get more powerful, like that. Kind of neat. Cash Cleaner, oh, that was actually 2024. Tech Market Simulator, I remember that one. A supermarket simulator, but tech. Halfway through the year, I'm trying to run faster here. Grocery Store Tycoon, Figure Shop. Let's see, were there others that we played there that were new? Ranch Farm and Store Simulator, also Bewolba Studios, but it was not chapters. This one wasn't chapters like the other ones were. But yeah, like the company that makes Food Processing Simulator also made Ranch Farm and Store Simulator. You basically run your own your own farm, and all the stuff that you sell in there is stuff that you grow. Kind of a neat concept. I mean, kind of fun. There's Coastal Kitchen. Not janky, not great, but same company as Ranch Farm and Store Simulator. But there's Coastal Kitchen. That was a July game. It was, it was all right. Yeah, Ranch Farm and Store was a good time. I played as much of it as I wanted to play. Coastal went by very, very quickly. I remember that. Was not nearly as fun as Ranch Farm and Store. I remember that. Let's see. Going forward from there. Da. Storekeeper, that was the same guy that Alexis Dev, same guy that did Cafe Keeper the year before that. This one was kind of fun. I and I know he did some updates to it. It felt like it was a kind of a shorter kind of game. I probably could have done more with it than I did. It was yeah, run your own run your own like warehouse basically, and check to make sure that all the stuff that you're getting in was accurate, and then all the stuff that you sent out was accurate. It was kind of a fun one. I do remember that, but it was not a long one. I do remember that as well. Animal Shelter 2. I had a fun time playing this with Austin, but I don't know if I'd want to do more with it. Run your own animal shelter, bring in animals, get them back to health, and then send them off to people to be adopted. Kind of neat, but again, I played it with Austin, and that was about all I needed of it. The restaurant one, no, Cafe Keeper. Yeah, that is the one you're thinking of, Cafe Keeper, where the dad died. Yeah, spoiler alert. No, yeah, that was Cafe Keeper. That was at the end of 2024. So that is the one you're thinking about. But then that same developer made the game called Storekeeper in 2025. So you are right. That is the one you were thinking about. But yeah, Animal Shelter. I mean, I mean, a popular game. I know it wasn't my kind of thing. So, going forward, getting through July, Pirate Cove Simulator. This is the same guys that made Alchemist Shop and led to our best short of the year. The game was going to take way too long to finish. Way too long to finish. So we didn't really do too much more with it after that. But yeah, run a store simulator, and you had quests that you had to do for certain people, and it was going to take 1,000,000 coins to finish the game, and you got coins in that game very slowly. So it was going to take forever to get it. I think that was one that Da Vinci knew the guys that made that one. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Other stuff. Let's see. Cozy Gardener, interesting game, but didn't have a lot to it. And I don't think that I think we got to a point where we couldn't do anything more with the game. Basically, I do tasks all throughout town, grow some stuff at your own place, do something with it. It wasn't top 5 jank, but it was just like, what are we doing here? I mean, it looked kind of nice, but I didn't know what we were supposed to be doing. I mean, you had stuff that you do around town. It was like you do lawn care tasks for people, and I don't know. I feel like I missed something in that game, and it never went any further than that. So, Cats and Cups. This is a fun little cozy game, running a cat-inspired coffee shop. It's got a very cozy, cartoony look to it. So if you like cozy games, this would definitely be one to check out. 687 Days on Mars. I'm looking forward to when this one comes out. It's very similar to like an Eden Crafters kind of game almost, but simpler. So if this one comes out in 2026, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how well it's going to do on the channel because, again, Eden Crafters didn't do well. I don't have any reason to believe that this one's going to do all that well either. But I like games like this, so the heck with it anyway. Comic book store. We've done this as the same guys that did Laundry Store. I think it's better than Laundry Store because I feel like they cleaned up some stuff that they did in Comic Book Store, and they made it's like Laundry Store but simpler and better, but same kind of a premise. But now you're running a comic book store at this point. So OBX Goose, how you doing on the Twitch side? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Liquor store, Plant Nursery, Wild West, Sporting Goods, into August. Hypermarket, love Hypermarket. Train Station Project, this is another one I'm really looking forward to when it comes out in 2026. This one was a lot of fun. It's similar to like a gas station simulator kind of game. I think it can be a lot of fun. The demo of it was very short. But I'm looking forward to when this one comes out. Yeah, if you like Gas Station Simulator, you'll kind of like this one, I think. Tabletop Game Shop to me felt like other games in the same genre, like the Mini Car Racer and the TCG Card Shop. They all kind of felt the same. That was a big problem I had with that one. Trade Station Project, I really liked that one. And Chef Life, I feel like that was a game that came out a while ago. I think I remember you asking about Chef Life, and I think that was the one that came out quite some time ago, and I haven't done anything with it because it came out some time ago. I think. I think it's that one. Coloring voxels. I mean, this was a complete departure of a game. I enjoy it. I mean, it's a nice, relaxing game if you want to like just do a color by number kind of deal. It's yeah, and they have another game called Coloring Pixels, and I know that there's another game that's very similar to Coloring Voxels that someone had mentioned that they're almost like identical games, and I think that was a criticism that some people had because it was exactly like some other game, but a complete departure of anything that we normally do around here. But again, a nice, relaxing color by number game, and everything is a brick voxel kind of thing. So it was fun, but like I said, a very big departure from things that we normally play here. Um, My Money Grows on Trees, also a big departure from things that we play here. It was yeah, growing a forest full of cash. I'm trying to remember more about it than that, and I struggle to remember more about it than that. It's yeah, I struggle to remember more about it than that. So the roast prologue, that's another basically another one in the run your own coffee shop kind of games. So a market simulator, make coffee and stuff like that. And we played the prologue of it, and there wasn't much more than that, but in that same genre basically. What was the name of the game? You serve drinks and beat people in darts. Oh yeah. We'll get to it. I don't remember the name of it, but we're gonna get to it. It was later in the year, but I don't remember the name of it. Choco Kiosk. This one almost makes the top five of Jank. It's probably just outside of the top five of Jank. This one was run your own chocolate kiosk. And later on, they updated it to give you like research that you could do, but it never felt like it worked all that well. It felt like it was a little squirrely, but yeah, that one it had some potential, but never really realized it. So, Returns Outlet Simulator. I like this one, but I don't think I would put it in my top five. Everyone loves watching this one. This is why it was still one of the most popular games on the channel to this day. People love watching this one, but I don't think I'd put it in my top five just because I feel like it needs more to do. That's the only thing that keeps it out of the top five for me. It's kind of cool that you can like break things apart into components and then make other stuff better. I just wish that it had more to do. That's the only thing that keeps me from doing more episodes of it, is the fact that it just needs more to do. That's the only thing it's missing, is just more to it. But it's a fun game. I wish it had more stuff that you could do with it than what you can do with it. So other stuff. Yeah, now we're getting to a point where there wasn't as much new that we were playing. Yeah, because it feels like as the year went on, we were not getting as many new games. Holiday Motel Simulator, it just felt like Sunset Motel, same kind of deal. Got a motel. It's run down and dilapidated. Got to fix it up. Take the rooms, fix them up. Same kind of concept as most of the other motel renovators. Same kind of deal. So that one didn't do too much for me. It's amazing how little new stuff there was. Electronic Supermarket Simulator. This is literally Supermarket Simulator, but with an electronics store. And we did a first episode of it, and that was it. It was basically the same kind of premise. supermarket simulator, but you're selling electronics. It basically felt the exact same way as that. Superhero Simulator. Now, this one, in its initial state, would have been top 5 janky. They did fix it up later to not be as janky, but by then it was already over. Yeah, if it was based on the original version of the game, it would be top 5 jank, close to number 1. They did fix it to get rid of a lot of the jank, but it was still not a fun experience for me. This is one I was hoping was going to be better than it was, and it was not. It was not. And the live stream of it, that I've never finished a live stream so quickly in my life. That was a nightmare of a live stream. I mean, there's a part of me that feels like it needs to be up there just because of that. I think it needs to be up there just because of that. I think so, and I'd put it there because it was a bad experience. So I'm going to put that there. Cleaning simulator. Oh yeah, cleaning to a very precise level. I don't remember too much about it other than that it was a cleaning game, but I don't remember too much more. Airport baggage simulator. We recently played the updated demo for this. It's like parcel simulator, but it's got some things that make it a little bit different. I'm looking forward to when this one comes out as well, just because I like parcel sim. So it would stand to reason that I would like airport baggage sim. But all we've seen of it is a demo. So I'm looking forward to seeing the actual version of the game. But again, it's very similar to parcel sim. It's got some things that make it different, but it's a similar concept of a game to parcel sim, except now with airport baggage. And they've got some things about it that make it a little bit different there. So, oh man, I need so much water. So much talking. We're almost through September. Let's see. Other stuff that was new. Game Saloon Simulator. Game Saloon Simulator. That's the name of the game, Matthew, where the game saloon was across the street from the figure shop. It was Game Saloon Simulator. That's the one you're thinking of. So yeah, you got a basically a place where you can play darts and basketball and serve drinks and serve food across the street from the figure shop. That was it. A/B test basically means that I've got it was either like 2 different thumbnails or 2 different titles and testing them against each other to see which one does better. So if you see A/B test completed, that's what that means. It's either I was trying 2 different titles against each other or 2 different thumbnails against each other to see which one was going to do better. I don't do it a lot, but I did it a few times this year. But that's what that's about. Hoppity Shotgun, how you doing on the Twitch side? Great to see you. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, Game Saloon Simulator, that was the place across from the figure shop. Number 1. No doubt about it. I knew this when I started, and nothing will knock it off the list. Number 1 game of the year for me. I don't care how well or how poorly it did. Does not matter to me. My number 1 favorite game of the year with a bullet by a mile, by a country mile. Absolute country mile. I know. Shocker. Power Wash Simulator 2. Love, love, love this game. And am so sad that only the diehards watch it. So sad about that. This is my Eden Crafters of 2025. This is the game where I just said, F it. I am playing this. I don't care who watches. I don't care who doesn't watch. I am playing this one to the end. I just don't care. I love that game. There's nothing about that game I don't like. Nothing about it I don't like. And nobody watched it other than the diehards. And that made me so sad. But without a doubt, my favorite game of 2025. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt. I just wish more people would have watched it. just a shame. But still, without a doubt, my favorite of the year. It's so relaxing. Die Hards Forever. Yes. It's just, I would be surprised if there was anybody who was not a new viewer. I'd be surprised if there were any new viewers that watched any of that. I think that everybody who watched that is a returning viewer and is a longtime person on the channel. There might be some people that are new that have watched it, and maybe some people that found the channel because of it. I don't think there were many, but I love that game. And when the DLCs come out for that game, I will buy them and I will cover them, even if nobody watches it other than the diehards. I just love that game. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely. I Sell Lemonade. This one has to go into the top 5 jank. It's it. Ooh, where is it? It's going to be number 4. For the phone that wouldn't stop ringing, and for the basketball that I got stuck on the hoop and basically broke the game, that's going to be number 4 there. So, Tiger, you got your YouTube recap, and I'm number 1. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Marcia Patterson found the channel because of Power Wash. Thank you so much for that. You might be the only one. There might be like 10 people that found the channel because of Power Wash. You might be in the top, you might be in the 10. I'm sure there are others, but yeah, I'm sure there are others. I Sell Lemonade. A janky good time of a game that I broke because I threw a shot at the basket and it got stuck up there. So yeah. My wife threw out my card collection. I really enjoyed this game. We 100%ed this game, and I am very proud of the fact that we 100%ed this game, like true blue 100%ed it. Not just all the achievements, but cleared out all the piles, did all the stuff. Really, really enjoyed that game. It was a fun time. That was a fun 8 to 10 hour game. Even if it's a similar style game to like the digging simulators and stuff like that. Again, it did good at the start and kind of tailed off, but I'm like, screw it. I'm going to play this one to the end as well. Really enjoyed it. It was a very fun time. Again, don't think it'd make my top 5. That was my first 100% of 2 this year. That'd be my first 100%. I want to do more 100% in 2026. I really want to try and do more. If we can. Beer Manufacturer Simulator. I'm looking forward to this one when it comes out. It's a game about making beer. It's a little bit simplistic. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if when it comes out, what it'll be like. I mean, it was a kind of a good time. Then a whole bunch of stuff for Next Fest. Lawn Care Simulator was pretty fun. It was like cutting grass. So yeah, just doing big grass projects. Eric got all the achievements except the dog one because it's actually easier for me to do the valuable items without using the dog. I think a lot of people said that same thing. I just used the dog because I wanted the achievements. That was it. And then I retired the dog. Restore Your Island. I know the Grill Master played this one and enjoyed it. It was a fun one. The updated demo for Leaf Blower Company, Food Processing Simulator, which we're now playing. Vending Machine Company, which was a cozy style game. Rest Area Simulator, which I'm really looking forward to when that one comes out in 2026. Could be a fun one. Another gas station simulator-esque kind of game. Was a fun demo. Laundry Simulator 2026, I don't think was as fun as the other laundry games. I don't think so at all. Street Food. I did play Street Food Simulator. I've had people that have asked about Street Food Simulator. I did play it. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this. It's the one where you had the street food shop and the person would deliver the food to you on a bicycle. That's right. I remember that. Yeah. Busbound. I enjoyed Busbound. This will be another one that I think would be a fun game, but I don't know how well it'll do on the channel. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. 88. 9 months, Team Silver. Thank you so much for that. Started watching you with the parking lot game. Somehow you made my number. Seems like YouTube accounting may have calculated this. Thank you so much for 9 months, Whopper. I really, really appreciate that. That is very much appreciated. Yeah, Busbound. I really enjoyed this one. It's a game about basically driving a bus and it's kind of like the train style games, I think. And yeah, you've got to be very precise with everything. I think it'll be fun. I don't know how well it'll do on the channel, but I think it'll be fun. Campsite Hustle was a game about setting up your own campsite. A little janky. Returns, Bookshop, Shelf by Shelf. Oh yeah, this is one where it was the 2D bookstore. I think this is the same people that made Coffee Express way earlier in the year. So yeah, you were setting up a bookstore, but it was all 2 dimensions. And so you had to take stuff and put them on proper shelves and kind of get feng shui and all that. And you had a plant that you had to water. So kind of an interesting concept. House Builder 2. I enjoyed this game. I don't know if it's top five. I enjoyed it. I wish I did more with it, but again, just did nothing on the channel. Nothing. It's again, this is another one that I mean, the diehards watched it and nobody else. It's just for whatever reason, games that are like builders and the power washers, they don't do well here. I wish they did. They just don't. I mean, it was a fun game, and I will at some point maybe I'll finish up the rest of it. I don't know. It was a good time. Packing Life demo. Oh yeah, this is one where you had to pack up the boxes and it was like packing what Tetris and stuff. So yeah, you had a whole bunch of stuff that you had to get into a box. You had to pick the right size box, fit it all in there. It was Tetris with packing. Kind of an interesting one. Restaurant Scramble. Oh yeah, this is the incremental restaurant one where you're feeding the capybaras. This was kind of fun. So yeah, you had to feed capybaras, and you had to. But yeah, it was another incremental kind of game. Tech trees, kind of like Mango's Fisharium was back in the day. Kind of a departure from what we normally do here, but wanted to try it out. Let's see. Star Wars, another one I really like and did nothing on the channel. Same kind of situation as like Eden Crafters and games like that. Just doesn't fit the channel niche. Fun game, but just does not fit the niche. And YouTube doesn't tell people about it for that reason. But it's a fun game. Got your own little like mining area that you inherited from somebody. Mine stuff, turn it into ingots, sell the stuff to people. Just progress, do more stuff. Progress, do more stuff. Star Wars is fun. I really enjoy it. It's a fun time. Into November. Holy cow, we're into November. And yeah, at this point, there's so little new that we were playing by now. Mall Simulator, Leaf Blower, Game Store Chronicle. Oh yeah, this is the one where they had Canzalone in that game, and they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be in that game as well. But Canzalone's in that one. Could be an interesting game. I mean, it was a fun demo. It'll be interesting to see when that game comes out because it did to a degree mimic the actual console era of the day. So could be fun. It'd be interesting if they actually have me in that game and what I'm going to look like and what I'm going to sound like if they do put me in there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. But I'll be looking forward to that one when it comes out. And was there anything new that we played later on? I feel like there was not. I feel like as we got closer to the end of the year, there was just less and less that was new that came out. Like there's nothing on here. Yeah, that's it. That was the last new thing that we played was Game Store Chronicle. Other than if we did something on a live stream, but I don't know if there was. And I don't want to go through the lives. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that we did lives. Our very first live of the year was Chocolate Factory Simulator. And then we went on from there. We had our Dinkum that we played for a while. Our Streamer Life Simulator, where we broke the game. And Streamer Life Simulator might almost make the top five, but I don't know if it will. I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, Streamer Life Simulator would probably make the top 5. It probably could. I think it would go down there. Because the game broke on us. We had the broom that we could never set down. So I think that would go there. And yeah, the mop. Yeah, the mop that we couldn't get rid of. Airport Baggage Simulator. It was well, we played the demo of it. So we played the demo and we're still playing the demo because they updated the demo. So it's not the release of the game. The actual game itself will come out in 2026, but we've been playing the demo of it up to this point. I'm going to do let's see. Can I sort this way? I'm going to do a quick rapid fire through the stuff that we played on live streams, see if there was anything that was new there. Fast forwarding through 2024. This is everything we did in 2024. Let's see. Streamer Life, Chocolate Factory, which was a 2024 game. Astronomics, we talked about. Valet, Cinema Simulator. More Dinkum. Supermarket, Sports Renovations, Traveler's Rest, which we played as Rusty and the Wrenches, which was always fun. I love all the multiplayer stuff that we've done together with the Wrenches. I should have mentioned that from the beginning. All the stuff that we've done together when it was me and Cozy and David and Lady Fluffy Dragon and Yoda, and the times that we've done stuff with Austin, those have been so much fun. All the multiplayer stuff. I've always enjoyed those. They've always been a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that in 2026 as well. I really am. Sunset Motel, Farming and Supermarket, lots of lives of that. Office Simulator, Cash Cleaner, with the infamous Rusty Rant, Better Marts, Rap House, Fast Food Simulator, Paradise Beach, the Austin Destroys the Island, Parcel Simulator, Supermarket Together, which we've done as Rusty and the Wrenches, and also with Austin that one time. So much fun. And then I had the stream that broke and we had to start up again. City Supermarket. Again, wish they would have made that game better. Gen Con. Wild West. Let's see. Grounded 2. That was another one I tried and only did the live of it. And I mean, fun game, but didn't do all that well because it was too popular of a game. And because of that, just didn't work on the channel. And departure from what we normally do. Island Market Simulator. I played games like it. I can't remember what to compare it to. Water Park Simulator. Oh, yeah, Water Park Simulator. Oh, Cozy Bear, how you doing? Just wanted to thank you for all the wonderful videos you've shared with us. I was your number one. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for that, Cozy Bear. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm glad. Anytime I can be anyone's number one, I'm very flattered. so thank you so much for that. Do I have any more water? I do. Oh yeah, Water Park Simulator. The game that one person keeps asking me if I'm going to play, and I'm not going to do. Because the 5th star just made me angry. And didn't do that well on the channel. And was fun to a point. So yeah, that one. That's all I got to say about that. Parisian Brasserie, me and Austin played that one together, and I think they actually sent me another key for it. Oh yeah, Firefighting Simulator Ignite, the game with the janky AI that doesn't work. Deconstruction, which is awesome as alive. Biztopia, which used to be the top sellers one. Supermarket Simulator that me and Austin played multiplayer, and the multiplayer didn't work all that well because it kept on desyncing for him. Game Stonk, which didn't do all that much for me. IT Specialist Simulator. Oh, that one might almost make the jank, but it's not. It wasn't janky. It was just really impossible to figure out. Digging Together, which was a fun time with me and Austin. Comic Book Store. Dungeon Market Simulator, the game that had 400 people that weren't actually there. Yeah, so that was a game where we had 400 people watching and they weren't actually there because nobody was talking and nobody liked the video and all that. So yeah, we had 400 people watching and the video got 79 likes. Those 400 people were not actually there. I don't know what happened, but they were not there. So, but it was cool seeing that we had 400 people that were watching, but they weren't watching. I don't know what happened, but they weren't actually watching it. And I think that gets us pretty well caught up. That's it. Yeah. Will we be continuing Harper Market? Yes, we will. We will be getting to level 100 this Friday. That is going to be our Friday live stream. We're going to do that. So, Brother Brent, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care of yourself. We will see you again soon. We had 300 bots watching that one, if not more. So, yeah, that was that. And 16,131. So we actually went up one since then. Oh, man. What a year. What a year. It's been great, man. Like I said, I'm looking forward to 2026. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to talk about. One thing that I think I'm going to do, and I'm like, I should have done this at the beginning of the video. Talk about burying the lead, so no one's going to see this other than the people that we got here right now. I think that in 2026, another thing that I'm going to do is I want to make a change to our memberships. So, Zetheria, oh man, thank you so much for doing a thing. And because Cozy Bear, Dingwa, and Lamarlin and Michelle Mickelson and Zareth Games are all members of or returning members to the Rusty Champaign Club. Went and did a thing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But yes, the change I want to make to the memberships, and I think it's in 2026. And again, I'm never expecting anybody to be a member of the channel. I'm never expecting it. I'm always appreciative of it, never expecting it. So, so what I think I'm going to do, this is the plan, is right now we are one member, which is $4.99 a month. And for the $4.99 a month, you get yourself the emojis and the badges. And I think you get access to a members only chat channel in Discord, which no one ever really uses and stuff like that. But the big thing you get is you get the emojis and the badges. And that it's awesome that people support the channel for $4.99 a month for emojis and badges. I really, really appreciate that. What I think I'm going to do is next year in 2026, what we're going to do is I want to have a separate tier that is just going to be the emojis and badges. But that tier going forward is going to cost $1.99 a month. That is what I want to do. So for people that want to support the channel and donate to the channel, but don't want to spend or can't afford to spend $5 and maybe can afford to spend $2 to get yourself emojis and badges, that is what I plan on doing. I just need to figure out how to all make it work in YouTube. So we will have going forward the emojis and badges for $1.99. And then if you want to continue supporting the channel for $4.99 a month, what we are going to do for $4.99 a month, I'm pretty sure, is I'm going to add two things to that. So for $4.99 a month, what we will get you, and it's small stuff, and we'll see what we might do from there. But what we'll do is for $4.99 a month, I plan on doing what I'm going to call Members First Mondays, which basically means that the videos that come out on Monday, if you're a member at that tier, you will see it as soon as it is published on YouTube. So we'll still have our videos that we do at 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Monday. But if you're a member at that tier, you will see that video as soon as it is released. So you'll get advanced viewing of those videos, basically. And then the other thing that we will do is I will probably do a monthly recap, similar to what we've done here. So, and just kind of take a look at the channel for the month and look at it compared to last year, just to see how we've grown, just to see what's happened, and do it a little bit more condensed. So it'll be like a monthly recap, like a behind the scenes Rusty Champaign, take a look at the numbers kind of thing. And so those two things put together will be at the $4.99 tier. So it'll be members first Mondays, and we'll have the monthly recaps that we'll do. Or you'll have emojis and badges for $1.99 a month. And I'm going to work at the beginning of 2026 at getting that put in place. It needs some things that YouTube needs to look at and stuff like that. But once I have them look at that, that's the plan going forward. That's what I'm going to do. Now that I've mentioned it, I will go forward with it. I'd been thinking about it, and now that I've said it, that's what we're going to do. So it'll be a members only monthly recap, similar to what we've done here. And it'll be the members first Mondays. What I promise, I absolutely promise this. Absolutely promise this. We will never, ever on this channel, ever, we will never, ever have content that is only, that would be a normal game that we would play. That would be members only. I will never do that. So we will never have a game that would be a normal game that we would cover on this channel that would be members only content. I promise you, I will never do that. So having something where it's members first, everyone will still get to see it. The only thing that will happen is that members will get to see it earlier. That'll be it. But we will never have anything that is normal Rusty Champaign content that will be members only. I will never do that. That just, to me, leads to nothing but trouble. So we're not going to ever have that as a feature. I mean, the monthly recaps, that's not our normal content. That's just like more of a bonus thing. So you can rest assured, if you're not a member now, and again, I'm perfectly happy with people not being members. But if you want to support the channel, I promise you there will never be content for people that are not members that you cannot watch because you're not a member. That would be a normal thing that we cover. That will never happen here. So members only, well, maybe, I don't know, possibly. So yeah, yeah. And again, I know the $4.99 is a month is a lot. And I get that. And that's the thing. Even if $1.99 this month is a lot, then that's perfectly good too. I don't want people to necessarily spend money on me if there's other things you need to spend your money on. If you have other things to spend your money on, spend it on that. Don't spend it on me. But if you want to support the channel, then I want you to have a cheaper option if $4.99 a month is too much. And that's a lot. I get that. I absolutely get that. So that's why I want to make this change for that. And then for the people that want to spend $4.99 a month, they get a little bit more than you currently get for your current $4.99 a month. So that'll hopefully give you a couple of options. And then the gifted memberships that will be given out will be for that $1.99 a month tier. I also need to figure out how to make that work. So if you do 5 gifted memberships, it'll be the $1.99 a month gifted memberships. That'll be the plan for that. So sorry for burying the lead on that. I should have said that at the beginning of the episode, not the end. But I buried it here at the end. So that'll be the plan. So look for that in 2026. At the beginning of 2026, we're going to try and get that put into place. So hopefully that will not take long to do. Cozy, did I forget anything? I think I covered it all pretty well. Susie Lou, come on in.
Oh, gosh. I was worried about you because you sound so hoarse.
No. Well, yeah, my voice is like shot.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Almost. I was worried about you because you sound so hoarse.
Oh, yeah. I've been talking so much. That's all it is.
Hey, everyone.
So, and Susie Lou, obviously a massive, massive part of the channel.
Not
And the
really.
channel would not be what it is without Susie Lou.
Oh, no,
So,
it's all of you guys making it.
so I will be down in just
Oh
a
no,
bit.
you're
So
fine.
yeah.
I was just worried about your throat.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay,
I've
you
just
gotta
been
get
drinking
yourself.
water like crazy.
I'm gonna have him take some throat
So
coat.
yeah. So oh yeah. So I'll probably do a post. I'll try and get a post out there as well before I get the the membership changes put out. I will work on that. So again, thank all of you for all the support that you've given the channel throughout 2025. Regardless of when you got here, if you've been here the entire year, if you just got here, if you're just a watcher and not a subscriber, still thank you for that. But I would still appreciate it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe if you're not one, because that definitely helps out as well. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you for making 2025 the awesome year that it was. And I hope that we can have the same growth in 2026. I'm hoping we will. We shall see how it goes. And anything I can do to be an inspiration, my absolute pleasure on that. I mean, anyone that I've inspired to do anything, I'm flattered by that. So thank you. Thank you for that. I will knock everyone out when you redo them. Okay, I will have to take a look at that. So, well, that'll be fine. It'll give everybody an opportunity to do what they want after that, if that's the case. So we'll get it sorted out. I have to look into how that's all going to work. So, but yeah, again, thank you all for making this a wonderful 2025. I like I said, I hope we have the same kind of growth in 2026. Really, the big goal for me is we get to 20K in 2026. That would be awesome. 25K would be really cool. That's going to be my stretch goal. But let's go for 20K and let's see what's going to happen. It should not reset your badge. I hope it's not going to reset the badge. If it resets the badges, I'm going to have to not do it. But I'll have to check into it and see what's going to happen there. Because if it resets the badges, then that's not going to work. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah. What a year. What a year. It's been so much fun. Next live stream will be Friday, January 2nd, 2026. On the other side of the new year, Hypermarket Simulator, the final push to level 100 will be on Friday. We'll probably start from level 98 and then work our way up to level 100, get the last levels done, and that will be it for that until the update. So, and we'll have episodes in between now and then for your viewing pleasure. As always, oh, and yeah, no problem. Time with your fam, no problem with that at all. No problem with that at all, obviously. As always, my eternal gratitude to the best wrench crew in the business. There is no better than these three. Cozy Worship Space, David W7535, Lady Fluffy Dragon. They're the best. They're just the best. There's no doubt about it. They're just the best. And I cannot do what I do without them. And for all of you wonderful people, for all of your support, all of your love, for all the laughs, for all of your generosity, for always making everything here as wonderful as it is, and for all of the support that you've shown the channel in 2025. Thank you so much for that. I love all you guys, and I cannot wait for all the fun we are going to have in 2026. It's going to be a heck of a time. I'm excited for it. I hope you're also excited for it. We're gonna rock it out. On to 20K. That's where we're going next. So, and lights. That, however, is all for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a very happy new year and a very safe one. If you are catching this one later, and if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, or if you're not yet a subscriber to Rusty Champaign, and if you would like to help us get up to that 20K in 2026 number, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. It would definitely mean a lot to me, that's for sure. But until we meet again, Thanks as always for being a part of all of this wonderful, beautiful, glorious, what a heck of a year it's been silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later in 2026.